Good evening, fellow
Hello.
Welcome to the latest episode of Nerds and Heresy. I'm your host, Captain Tadpool, along with my co-host, Mr. Crimson Barrel. Our guests tonight are Baphometal and Lilith, or also known as Mel. These two accumulatively probably have the most account bans of anybody on TikTok. So we are greatly honored that StreamYard has not booted them out already.
Not yet. Challenge accepted.
So tonight we're going to be talking about spicy anti-theism, as I wanted to call it, taking an extreme hard stance against atheism. What is good about it? What is harmful about it? But first, let's get to know you guys. For anyone who's watching who does not know, ladies first. Mel, take a 5-10 minutes. Let us know whatever it is you want us to know about you.
Yes, I am Mel, also known as Lilith. Was right 666 on TikTok. Well, for now, but I grew up Christian in a non-denominational church, and I basically stayed in religion to please my parents, kind of thing. I started to question my, faith around 16. I was baptized at 16, actually. But I stayed around. I even taught Sunday school. So that was actually quite fun. VeggieTales is my shit, The songs, not the information. But yeah, so I got out around 16, 17. And from then, I've been just trying to do as much research as I can. I think I consider myself like a baby atheist. I'm still processing feelings, going through the steps, the angry atheist, so to speak. But I'm still learning. It's still, a process for me. But yeah, other than TikTok, I cosplay. I love to cosplay. I love my favorite cosplay to do is Elphaba from Wicked. I'm obsessed with her and that whole show. And yeah, I love animals. I have a cat named Gidget. She just turned 8.
Happy birthday, Gidget.
Gidget. She's my fat bitch and I love her so much. I work with animals, but I prefer cats over dogs any day. Hate me later. It's fine. But yeah, if you were to tell me that when I was 16, that 10 years, well, actually more than 10 years later, that I would be doing this, having a podcast with this asshole, and being on TikTok and being so, open and loud about it, I would not have believed you, honestly. So I was a very shy kid, and I did not express my feelings whatsoever. So this is all brand new to me. So I'm learning. It's been a wild and fun ride. So yeah, that's me.
All right, cool. Baff,
What's up, peeps? I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's like blurry.
How dare you?
Sorry about that.
You have that piss filter on.
The piss filter.
The piss filter.
Oh, how about that?
There we go.
Well, my name is not really Baphometal. I don't know if y'all knew this.
You're Irish, aren't you?
I was born and raised in Peru, in South America. That's where Peru is.
Little geography lesson for our followers.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
It's true.
Well, I grew up Catholic. Everyone's Catholic in Peru. That's like the national, religion. I went to Catholic school, but it was never really indoctrination to the point where I was necessarily told I was going to go to hell if I didn't do something. It was just part of life, everyday life. There's religion everywhere, so it's just a normal thing. But I don't think I really ever believed that there was a God, or if I prayed something would happen. I hated praying. Every single time my mom would make us pray, she would take us to church. I remember what I would do is I would hide in the bathroom when it was time to go to church so we could be late. And she would be just yelling and cussing me out. We would still go to church, but we wouldn't be there from the beginning because it was me just trying to not be there on time. And I don't know, it's just like as time went on, it was me realizing how much bullshit religion really is. The older I got, the more I learned about like abuses by priests and, you know, all that kind of disgusting crap and how they shuffle them around.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Oh yeah, Father Matthew got relocated. Yeah. So yeah, and then I came to the U.S. 20 years ago. I'm still here, unfortunately.
That's the mood.
As I got older and older, it was me more and more seeking, trying to, you know, learn about atheism and really learning about also evolutionary biology. That's really what got me into it as well when I started learning about that in college. And I mean, it's so easy. It's so dismantled so easily for me. I don't know, for me at least. For some people, it wasn't. For me, it wasn't so much of like a tower, like I was saying, you know, like that gets dismantled. It was more like a little Band-Aid. I was like, okay, I'm done. This is bullshit. And when I was in high school, I decided to read the Satanic Bible for some reason, and I agreed with it. And I call myself an atheist. I'm sorry, a Satanist since I was like 17 years old. And I am 33 now.
I feel like most alternative kids have that desire in high school to read the Satanic Bible, at least as just like nonconformity.
Right.
Which is to an extent what Satanism really kind of all of is about, is anti-conformity against Christianity, I would say. Because I did the same. I read the Satanic Bible in high school.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for doing it. In fact, I got it was taken away from me, and they were like, he can't bring this to school. It's like,
I
can bring their Bibles, and I can't bring the Satanic Bible?
Yep.
I bought it off of Amazon, but I also had it as a PDF that I would read, and my dad didn't know, and
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. But honestly, like as the years went by, though, I continued to agree with it. So I'm still a Satanist. And now I'm doing a podcast with Mel. It's the Burning Eden podcast with that. Oh wait, we were supposed to plug in shit until.
Oops.
Already
Spoiler
fucking
alert.
You can plug every 5 minutes if you want. Just bring it up. Just, hey, remember we have one too.
Y'all can plug me. That's all I'm saying.
Mel likes to be plugged.
Okay.
She also wants to
Three
pay
prongs.
Jesus.
It's a good thing we're not monetized, because that would have gotten us demonetized. How dare you?
Hey, I asked.
Oh my god. Yeah. So the shit I post on TikTok, that's really me. It's not an act that I'm putting. That's really how I think. Mel has met me in person. She's a witness that this is really me, and this is really how I think. And what I guess message you would call it is that we need to call out the bullshit and the hypocrisy from religion. It's so important to me.
Sorry, I'm focusing because I'm doing a thing, but I am listening.
How dare you?
That I'm not looking up at my camera right now.
So rude.
I even put 3
Shame on
exclamation
me.
points
I know.
and ampersand. What is that? Bracket? Anyway. Bracket. Ampersand was a thing. Yeah, cool. All right. I don't know why I said ampersand. Interrobang.
You should call a fucking hashtag an octothorpe, you pretentious. I'm kidding.
I'm looking at the chats too. What's going on?
Nerds and Heresy,
Yeah, I've
come
got
for the
people,
education, or come for the entertainment, stay for the grammar lesson.
I think we're cutting in and out there, brother.
Am I?
Yeah,
Check
whatever
one,
you
two.
said about come for the something, stay for the something else.
I heard coming. That's all I heard.
Oh,
Come
for
for
fuck's
Mel.
sake. This is going to be a fun talk, isn't it?
It,
Oh, it is. I think so.
it's just the tip, but it's never really just the tip.
We're already.
It's
Fuck's
never just the
sake.
tip.
Oh, Jesus. How full is this?
I still don't know why my camera looks like shit.
Is it just
Yeah,
mud?
it's a little fuzzy.
Like wipe it with a cloth?
It looks,
I
it looks
did.
smudged.
It just looks so blurry and greasy. I worked at a restaurant today, so I think that's why.
Oh.
Ah.
Way to go.
Wait, I thought you
No,
you administered drugs that turned people into like Weapon X or something. What are we doing in a
I'm
restaurant?
still waiting for my powers to activate.
I'll be right back, okay?
Uh-oh, what just happened? He left us.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Surprise! Oh, well, gentlemen.
Well, Mel, it's your turn. You get to lead the conversation now.
Oh,
Surprise.
Surprise,
Well, I would
surprise.
say, because what we were talking about, the topic being is the concept that like an anti-theist position, like an extreme anti-theist position, and we're kind of taking that as how Christians approach atheists, but don't we do the same thing? I just said we, including me in that, but still, anyway.
Like Mel has like cornered the niche market on TikTok of like the most like fuck your religion, fuck your holy book.
I
like,
am chaotic evil.
You can't. You are. You really are.
It was Crooked Warden who made that wonderful D&D chart.
Yeah.
And I
He
was like,
nailed
yeah,
it.
yeah. I was like,
It made
damn
me
right.
chaotic good, which made me happy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like
think I have
you
water
guys.
damage, guys. Is water damage on my phone?
Oh,
Water
no.
damage.
Oh. Well, the new iPhones are coming out. I'm just saying.
They sell sperm guards for your phone. So you can
It's
put that
also
on
called
there.
my
That way
mouse.
there's a layer of protection.
Yeah.
Just some friendly advice on.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So sorry, guys. I look like shit on this thing.
Finally,
No, you
I
just
could go-
how the turntables have turned.
You're
could go
glowing.
back
Are you
that.
pregnant?
You found out his secret.
Oh my god.
We are already misbehaving. We just started.
Oh, everybody drink.
Oh, I just took a sip.
Oh.
I'll take another.
This quickly? All right, hold
Yeah.
on.
Hold
Where
on.
the
What are
hell's
the
my thing
rules?
go?
This is my chalice. Oh shit.
Why did this change?
What are the rules?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Surprise drink.
The rule is that when we say a certain
Word or phrase.
word or
Such as
phrase
which one? Which
that we
word
have to
is
drink,
it?
But we don't know, right?
we have to guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's part of the game. Fucking cat. All right.
Oh my god.
Just taking
That's a
my
little
mouse
strong.
from me.
Oh no.
I
Oh, show
poured a
us your
little bit
pussy.
too much in there.
Show us your pussy.
I'm not sure I like that noise. What the fuck is going on? You good?
What the fuck is happening to my screen right now?
The kittens
What?
are happening.
Show
Do
us
I
your
wanna
pussy.
know?
I want to know.
Kristen wants to know if you're drinking balsamic vinegar.
Me? Oh no. Oh no. It's tequila rose. It's like the fucking when you as a kid were drinking those like medicine that tastes like bubble gum. But
Oh, okay.
it's pink also, but it's so fucking good and smooth that it's dangerous.
Don't lie. That is balsamic
Will-
vinegar, man.
Oh,
Will, if you send me any kind of meat, I'm drinking it. I don't know if it'll
Meat,
last
same.
for to a podcast.
Your laptop
I'll have to wait
No, it's
until the podcast to crack it open. Otherwise, it won't last.
Viking blood is my fucking favorite.
Meat?
Yes.
Cat, what did you
Yes.
do?
There's
Oh,
a
no.
meadery here in Idaho that I got a bottle from recently that Max did not like, but I killed that thing. It was delicious.
I don't remember my last birthday. Let's just say that because
Oh,
of
wow.
said mead. Mead is dangerous.
I had one birthday that I got kind of trashed on Applejack, and yeah, I threw up on the floor.
Oh no!
Max cleaned up after me. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
That's like the only time I've ever been blackout drunk, which I wouldn't even call it blackout drunk. I just don't remember getting from the house that we were at to our house. And I do like vaguely remember because we had mattresses in the living room for a very specific reason. And I remember kind of being put down and barfing on the floor.
Oh no! So fun story.
Is he trying to corral a cat? What's going on? We've been completely derailed 14 minutes in by
And
a
I
cat.
fucking love it. I love it.
It's great. It's the best. You had a good story? Sorry, more
Um,
drinking stories?
Yes, actually. So my bachelorette party three years ago.
You're
3 years
married?
ago. Yes, bitch. Fucking hate you. So my dumbass thought, oh won't get that drunk, you know. Like it's just gonna be because there's a place called Hamburger Mary's. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's basically like a drag show, but with really good food and drink and alcohol, you know, all that fun stuff. So we went there for my party, and I got so fucking drunk that my husband had to pick me up from my car where I was parked at, and I started because when I get like, you know, drunk and, you know, wasted, I start to ugly cry. I'm an emotional drunk, and he thought that I was crying because I didn't want to get married, and I'm like, no, you son of a bitch, I don't feel well. But anyway, so on the way home, I thought I could make it. On the way home, I puked out of the window while he was going down the road, and like I thought I got it out, like outside the window. I didn't. And and so I got like maybe 90% out, but yeah, it was gross. I'm not proud of that moment.
I used to drive a truck, Durango truck, and at some point the electric windows broke.
Ooh.
The switch broke, and I was coming back from a party where I got so fucked up, and I was like a block away from my house, and I needed to throw. And I couldn't lower the fucking window. So it just went on the fucking...
I'm reasonably positive I've only thrown up twice in my life where it didn't make it onto like the floor outside or in a toilet. And once I was a kid, so I think that's fair, where I came out from my bedroom. It was late at night, and I told my dad, I'm like, I'm not feeling too hot. And we'll do this. Actually, let's do that. That's cool. I'll be the bottom. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Go on. Go on.
Bad.
What is that?
No, it's just pep talk. What? No.
I like it. Go. Yeah.
No, but I came out to tell my dad. I'm like, my stomach is hurting, and as I try to get those words out, all over the fucking dining room floor. But I was like 8 or 9. The only other time was when I was blackout drunk and I threw up on the floor in my living room. Whoops.
Oh man.
No, I made I made a video recently where somebody interviewed Ryan Reynolds, and I did the interview as though it was Zeus, not Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
And so the question was like, Thor or Deadpool, like who's the dominant one? He's like, me. So it was like, who's the bottom? Oh, there, or who's the top? It's like, oh, there's no top. That's 2 bottoms and a magic hammer. It's like,
and the hammer is my penis. You know, it's cool. It's cool.
Well, that's some nerdy shit right there. For people who don't know, you should go watch Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. That's a product of the writer's strike, however many years ago.
Right.
I think Ricky's still having some technical difficulties.
That cat is destroyed.
But yeah, no. Fucking Nathan Fillion as Captain Hammer was glorious.
I love him so much.
I'm gonna switch to my iPad, guys.
I'm cool with that. This is the beginning of the show. Everybody just understand we're having some technical difficulties. And for once, it's not my fault.
Oh.
It's
usually me.
Yeah, like
Hell,
you see what I have to work with here, you know.
Shut the fuck up.
Make me, bitch.
Do you need a webcam, Bap? I'll send you a webcam.
I do.
I'll send you a webcam. Y'all have a PO box or something?
Hold on.
Switch to your iPad. We'll be here. Same link. So it's just you and me now.
Oh.
What's going on over here?
No, they don't even see it.
Oh no.
Oh no. I was gonna make a joke about letting Rachel and Mel Eiffel Tower me.
Finally.
Listen.
Just saying.
Listen.
What happened?
What? Who's in my mouth?
Y'all want a sneak peek to tomorrow?
Yes.
So no panic button. I love that man. I would do horrible things with and to that man. He did the thing where he smashed the apple and then ripped the top of a Mountain Dew can off. And to Ricky's credit, I think he did it wrong. And it probably would have been easier if he did it the right way, because he was trying to grab the top. No, I'm being helpful. He was trying to grab the top but No Panic Button grabbed it like in the middle-ish area.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like that made it easier to rip, like to punch a hole in it with your fingers. So then people were asking him to rip a pineapple. He did that. And then they were like, a coconut, right? A coconut. And he didn't do a coconut, but he bent a fucking garage door spring out, which is not easy. However easy he made that look. I don't have one, so I can't do that. But somebody else cracked a coconut with their bare hands. And I'm like, I might be able to do that. I'm not sure. And so somebody else asked me for a watermelon. And so I have a watermelon and a coconut that I'm going to see if I can rip open tomorrow.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Mason's doing what? What's going on?
Nothing yet. Mason's good still.
He's out. Are you on your iPad now?
Hey, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not fuzzy.
No piss filter.
No piss.
Well, it looked like he was glowing. It's just some divinity right there.
He was an angel.
I put on music today when I was taking a shower, and I think I got water.
Get you back in here.
All right.
I'm gonna turn you up manually, Bob, because you're kind of quiet.
What is happening?
Probably use your headphones, Beth.
Oh, okay.
How can a kitten
There we go.
fuck up
I'm gonna do that.
my gaming PC so easily by pulling one wire?
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
That's what's been happening this whole time. Is a kitten pulled my HDMI cable.
Oh.
And it hasn't worked since. I've changed ports. I don't know what it did. I don't know if I need a new HDMI cable. Yeah, so a little 3-week-old kitten.
Oh no.
What?
Cats are such assholes. But I love them.
I am so allergic to cats. Fuck that.
Oh no.
No, there's no way. All right.
So, Kristen says technicat difficulties.
No, your
What?
headphones
You sound like a
suck.
robot right now, brother.
Yeah.
Who does?
Do I sound okay now?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That
With
was
your
weird.
I turned your mic up, so you should be fine. You sound pretty loud now. You just were really quiet, and so I was like, I'm going to turn you up.
This is bullshit, man. All these technical difficulties.
Ooh.
Okay, now you still sound like a robot. I don't know what's going on. Says the woman in kitten headphones.
Listen.
So
This
what's the
episode is
fuck
a disaster. I'm just gonna drink just to forget.
Can we
that
just
this
fucking
happened.
drink?
Yeah.
Let's just drink.
Everybody drink.
Let's just
Drink,
do one of these.
drink it.
Do I sound like a robot still?
Slancha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the topic is supposed to be
So yeah, real talk. Can you
Anti-theism.
because I'm having to use my phone now.
You're fine.
Okay,
Like you sound okay.
good. All right. Goose
We're
frog.
supposed to be talking about anti-theism, which
Yes.
or I should say anti-religion, because we're also tying that into atheism, right? Where Christians are very much against atheism to the point where if they could create a theocracy and outlaw it, they would. Which we were talking about that when we were on with who was it? I think it was with Hyper when we were the reason that Islam is growing is because people can't say that they are not Islamic in countries that are Islam, majority or ran that are essentially ran as theocracy, because apostasy or otherwise non-belief is punishable by death. So rather than say, yeah, no, I don't actually believe in this nonsense, they have to play along, as it were.
Yes.
So if they tried to outlaw it or outlaw Satanism, which they're trying to do that too, first off, it would absolutely have the opposite effect that they want, I think. But more importantly, I don't know. It's just, you can bolster your numbers with bullshit, but then at the end of the day, it's bullshit.
Right.
I don't know how else to phrase that.
So how do you guys feel about like you guys take a pretty, you and some other Satanist content creators on TikTok and elsewhere.
I'm not a Satanist.
Okay.
It's
Ah!
just a filter.
That's
I didn't
because I use
mean
a
to
fucking
assume your
filter.
affiliation. I'm sorry.
No. No. I'm
It's
We don't know if
Satan.
filter, guys.
just spicy
That's why I
atheism.
said
Come on.
I said Satanist and like other like you guys take a very hard stance. You're not afraid to offend people.
Right.
You'll rip the Bible, you'll set it on fire, you'll spit on it and slam it shut, like you don't give a fuck.
Right.
And you guys probably get more like hate mail and death threats than most. Like I don't get as many as you might think. I think that's because I'm nicer.
It's the hair.
You're so much nicer than us.
Yeah. I think it's the hair.
I mean, Captain Daddy Pool, but you know,
I get some.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
but not nearly as like you guys. So do you guys
Here's the way I
think
see it, guys.
that taking a hard, no bullshit, don't give a fuck if you're offended type of stance, do you think that is more harmful or helpful?
Do you want to go first?
It,
Okay.
you don't mind me go. There's about
So
69 countries where do I sound robotic still?
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
some kind of.
Motherfucker.
Well, why don't we let Mel go?
Okay.
And if you've got some kind of mic or a different pair of headphones,
Just use your phone
Yeah.
mic. I'm using the mic on my phone. It's
well, he had to switch because his phone was
The phone
water
was-
damaged. But the
the-
audio was
Right.
great.
water damage. Mm.
You go first.
Okay.
I'm sending you.
Goddamn.
Give me y'all's PO or something, and I'm sending you a fucking webcam, my friend.
Okay, so here's my stance on things. Basically, I grew up, like I said, a Christian, I guess, and I saw what Christianity and hiding behind a Bible does to, or can do to one's mind. My father, which I don't speak to my family at all because long story. But anyway, my dad still probably used to beat my mom. And he would always say, like, oh, it's because I found the Lord, and women need to be submissive. And basically, like quick story. I don't know if you guys heard this one or not, but because it's the 1950s mindset from my parents, and my mom would cook the meals, and if, of course, my dad had to be served first. If my dad finished his first portion before she could sit down, or if she was still eating, she would have to get up and get him a second portion before she can eat or finish eating or some shit like that. And yeah, so my, like, looking back now, I feel like I was a very quiet kid. So I didn't express my feelings now. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm so loud about it now. And that's why I'm like, fuck you, fuck your religion. Like, I don't know. But I'm taking in my experience and trying to, like, expose it as well. Cause I'm sure there are plenty of other people who are even worse, or the same, but I feel like I have to be loud about it because I wasn't loud when it was happening. And I honestly cannot wait for my father to die. Like, I know it's heavy stuff, but
Damn, son.
I cannot fucking wait because my mom is a totally different person when she's not around my father. And I have some hope for my mom. Let's
But
just say
she's
that.
someone you enjoy being
Yeah.
around.
Yes, because
And you wish she could be like that more often.
Yes, because I was closer with my mom because I played softball for 16 years, and we would go travel what state I'm in, and and we were close. And with my father being the way he is, it just, like, dissipated our relationship, which sucks because it hurts. I'm still working through it. But I feel it just boils down to, because I was so quiet as a kid, I feel now as an adult, as even because I am a woman, I need to speak up. I need to speak louder than most, be chaotic, be like, notice me, kind of,
Yeah.
I want to get the message across that this bullshit is not okay. The shit that they pull because they want to hide behind their Bible, I feel like I need to be a voice, even like I'm not the best at, like, learning verses and whatnot, but because I what I do, I like to, like, open their eyes and then send them to, like, you or Crimson Barrel or, like, Jeff or, like, one of the smarter, but I feel like I need to do something, and this is what I came up with. So that's
This
just my
the
opinion.
childhood trauma, emotional bonding part of the show.
Yeah,
Um, Because
I
there's
would-
a lot that
I would
could
love
get
to
into
be able to
this
tell
somewhere.
your dad that Paul didn't write 1 Timothy, which is where the misogyny came from.
So speaking of
Love to be able to tell that.
the last thing my father sent me in an email is the Bible verse of the day. And it read that women are submissive and to men and are not equal. And right then and there, I was at the cusp of like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm so fucking done with you. And I clapped back. And he was like, oh, your friends had led you astray. Why? Because I can't think as a fucking woman? Get the fuck out of here. So that was the last time I spoke to my father. And I hope he dies. And he almost did, unfortunately. Fortunately.
So close.
So close. So close.
I'd like to have a long talk with your dad in a baseball bet. I hate people like that.
Steel cage.
Yes. Yeah.
Cage match.
Steel cage match.
Hell in the cell. That's we could see Ricky's made the comment that Timothy is one of the what is it? There's a word for the ones that are believed to not have been written by Paul. Something epistles. Non-canonical, not non-canonical.
No. It's Paul. Pseudo Pauline or.
Something like that, where it's like even outside of that, or even within it, I should say, there's a lot that Christians don't understand about their own fucking dogma.
Yeah.
That hell, Jesus himself, I think during the Sermon on the Mount was like, there's no slave nor master, there's no male nor female. We are all one in Christ Jesus. Like there's certain verses that if Christians took those ones to heart, even in the concept of what's the greatest commandment of the law, and he said love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and all the words of the prophets hang on these words, these two commandments. So it's like if they understood their own book, if they actually read their own book, well, first off, if they actually read their own book, there wouldn't be Christians anymore, they'd be atheists. But more importantly, like there's good shit in there, you just got to find it, and you got to kind of like dig through the bullshit,
right?
Because a lot of it is bullshit. But I don't know. It's they take the words of Paul to heart and they ignore the words of Jesus. I feel more.
Even in like 1 Corinthians, which Paul definitely did, or almost definitely did right. There's some scriptures that have been changed, like in the manuscripts that we have. So like when Paul mentions a certain apostle who's a woman, he says she is the greatest among you. We have manuscripts where that was changed by certain scribes who was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. So they change it to like to people or followers or disciples among you. And it doesn't. They go out of their way to literally change the text to show or to avoid it being obvious or saying that it's a woman. And I want to do a video on that here shortly in the next couple of days. But yeah, there's a bunch of times like that when in the manuscript, the history of the manuscripts, scribes have changed any verse that empowers women or mentions women in positions of authority. They change it to make it more dubious or less obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, because my mom, I swear, I shit you not, it was literally overnight where I remember her clearly just walking out of church because she was like, I don't believe this shit. And it was literally overnight where she was like, oh, I found Jesus. What I think happened is my dad beat her or verbally abused her. And it's because my dad doesn't like being embarrassed. So like, I don't know if it's like the macho thing because he's Guatemalan, and I don't know if it's like a Hispanic thing. I don't know. Like, she's so brainwashed, and of course they're fucking Trump supporters, and that was the tip. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back. But I'm not surprised that they're Trump supporters. Like with the way he thinks, and he's a fucking racist, to say the least. And but yeah, so I truly feel that there's hope for my mom, and I just wish she would just leave him, but.
It sounds like Stockholm syndrome.
Yes, I truly believe that.
I'm sure you've had that thought, but that's what. Yeah.
And I tried talking to her. I tried to be like, listen, this is bullshit. How can you defend a man that said you're not equal to him? Like I don't get it. Like they've been married for fucking out of like 60 plus years now, but still like, which is why like. Marriages are equal. We're equal partnership here.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
There's certain places in the world that was true until Christianity spread to them because you know, a lot of I have so many goddamn books over here now. I need to be at a shelf instead of this little dinky thing so that I can actually have them all nearby. But Brehon law in Ireland and even to an extent Scotland and Avalon, which is what England was before it became England, completely equal to an extent. But like, you know, divorce laws. So there's, you know, in Islam and then in you know, early Judaism and in Christianity especially, like divorce, first of all, not okay. Secondly, completely male oriented. But in Brehon law, there are so many different ways and reasons that women could divorce their husbands. But so it's like, you know, when Christianity spread, it brought with it sort of that misogyny to different places that it didn't exist before, places that were even led in a matriarchal society. The Nordic region was one of them too, where you know, the women controlled the money, they controlled trading and bartering, and that's even true of like the Middle East in places that were untouched by Christianity, and like to an extent, Judaism was that the women sort of led the household, and still do. But it's, you know, there's that pervasive misogyny that comes with Christianity that sort of erased that and made it different. So I don't know, but fuck, that's, you know, we're getting into a lot of different shit here. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but
I'm sorry to bring the mood down with my trauma.
That's my thing. Is like
bummer. You're such a bummer.
Shut up.
Taking that back to anti-theism, like there's that concept that like you're not going to reach the people who don't want to be. You're not going to, like, all of our content combined won't change the mind of the most hardcore Christian. It's not really for them. I think it's for the people that are on the fence, or the people who, you know, have that religious trauma to reinforce like why it's bad to an extent.
Yeah, I want to push people who are on the fence like off the fucking fence, because I've been there. You know, I want to yeet them off the fucking fence.
This is atheism.
Yeah, I mean, like I've apparently, like, they've messaged me on TikTok, and like I've helped a few people. I mean, not a lot, but it's just those few people. It matters to me, you know. But yeah, I want to help them.
And I think that is the advantage of like going about it the way you know, the style that you guys have of like, fuck your religion, I have zero respect. I will go out of my way to disrespect your religion. I will buy a Bible just so I can rip to pieces, light it on fire, spit on it. Like, I think that empowers people. You know,
yeah,
you're
I stole mine
not
from the hotel
reaching
room.
a lot of Christians, but you're empowering people who are on the fence. So there's definitely value in like that style.
Yeah, and I know it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you want to talk more?
I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be silent, right?
Well, Paul says
in 1 Timothy, we just talked about this.
Listen here.
You're not supposed to teach anyone.
I will peg all of you.
No, the way that I see it is that I think it's 69 countries in the world that have blasphemy laws. Where you can go to prison. I think it's 69. I think it's 69 countries or 59. I can't remember. We're going to go with 69.
Let's go with 69.
There are 69 countries where you can go to prison. You can be killed for speaking out against a belief system. As much as I hate this country, being able to speak out this way is actually a privilege that I very much enjoy. A belief system has actions that affect people's lives. Beliefs inform actions. And to me, that's dangerous. So when belief systems are trying to take over government and take over people's rights and encroach on reproductive rights and tell you what to do, I have a problem with that. Yeah. And to me, that's really the main reason why I speak out this way. Because there's other countries where you would not be able to do this. There's other places where they don't have this privilege. So like she was saying, speaking out for those who are not able to do this. And yes, push him off the fucking fence.
That's I think where we really shine as places where that is the case. And people who have questions, if they're finding us on TikTok or they're finding other creators, things that approach their religious texts from a logical standpoint. Oh, everybody drink!
Fuck it, I'm just.
Sláinte.
Oh, I'm out.
That sucks.
A little bit.
I have no fucking clue what the keyword is.
If it was from when I was talking, I have no idea either. I don't feel like I said anything important. Anyway, sorry. No, that they can. That I brought this up before. That I think that Gen Z is going to have the highest, and not just in America, but in the world, is going to have the highest number of like atheists, agnostics, spiritualists, even, because I kind of lump those people together, just anti-Abrahamists, or even anti-Hindu to an extent, that sorry, I'm going to finish this thought and then I'm going to read what somebody said in the comments. That because they have access to people like us and other content creators that kind of like go through and it's like, well, these are mistranslated, this is misunderstood, and by the way, all of it is based on earlier mythology. So they're sort of taking credit for it and applying it to their God, but it's really a direct, like almost damn near word for word transliteration of these older myths that are now taken to be for the Abrahamic God, for Yahweh. So with that, So Mommy Foulmouth said she listened to you read the Gettysburg Address through a ventilator.
Ventilator.
Mommy Foulmouth. Classic Mommy Foulmouth.
That's what stopped me in my tracks. That shit was funny. She's right. You got a very sexy voice, my friend.
Do we have like a favorite? Like, can we like favorite it and put it in our spank bank later? Like that.
For fuck's sake. But yeah, no, I feel like that, the internet bringing everybody together and bringing, like, you have the collective of human knowledge in your pocket, essentially. That all is what ties us back to, sort of deconstructing the bullshit. And so, like, what are the most logical theological standpoints to take? Either that there is no God, or that if there are gods or a God, it's not the one described by the fucking Bible. For sure. So that's where I land. It's like, even though, despite being a druid, and that, really has nothing to do with the gods of like Celtic mythology, that if there is a singular creator or a group of creators, they're not the ones described by the Bible.
So Bath, you mentioned that you probably have a unique perspective here that the three of us don't have. You come from a background where everybody kind of had the same way of thinking, and you were kind of, the outlier. And you said that you appreciate you have the freedom to say things now that you didn't before. So like that's a unique perspective that you have.
It wasn't always the same. Yeah, it wasn't always like that.
Can you talk more about that? Like,
yeah, I would be the one asking questions. Wait, hold on. What?
Say it isn't so.
And they don't like that. What's going on? Oh, it's the chair.
Oh, my bad.
It's not you this time.
I was like, was that my stomach? Was that my stomach? Do I really sound like a robot still?
Oh my God, I'm gonna take the video.
Fine. It's fine.
And blur out your face.
We can
take the headphones
and make it look like we're protecting your identity.
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, man. We can understand.
This makes no sense. I don't know why.
It's better. Like a robot.
There we go.
It's better.
It's better. Okay, don't move. Talk.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, damn it.
Just talk, man. We don't give a shit.
Just
we can understand you.
You are legible. You just have like a fun little fucking crackling around your voice.
Must go on.
He's speaking in spicy.
Mommy Foulmouth says that if you take off your shirt, the static will stop.
I think we should test that theory.
Oh Jesus!
Wait! Oh, wait!
Guys,
my shirt or his shirt?
His shirt.
Oh,
I'm trying to get our video taken down.
We should all take our shirts off.
Okay.
We're not monetized yet. What are we?
What I heard. What's up?
No, it's not happening.
Oh, you cheated.
I have an undershirt. Yeah.
There you go.
No.
Can we just talk? I'm having a great hair day. I don't know about y'all.
I'm not really.
No.
what I was saying is, growing up, yes, I did have some of that, like pushback when I would ask questions, and they would just tell me, "You just gotta have faith," and that to me did not cut it. I was always inquiring, and as I grew older, I found the liberty, the ability to ask these questions without any reprimand. So, what was the question?
Yeah, it was
You're
just
just
like
distracted by me. It's cool. I get it.
you have a
I'm
unique,
over
you
here,
have a
you know,
unique
like-
perspective. Like you came from a place where you could not freely ridicule
Correct.
this religion. As the three of us, we grew up in an atmosphere where we could if we wanted to. But you couldn't, and now you can. You said you've been a citizen for what,
Right.
20 years?
I came when I was 13. I am 33 now. Yes, up to age 13. But I would say that I really felt like a true atheist at age probably 17-ish.
Okay.
When I really, I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
So is that like
But I was always like
it was like
I don't care.
3 or 4 years? Was that like a period of you like being on the fence or asking questions?
I was always asking questions. Like I said, I didn't really buy it from the very beginning. I never was like, yeah, that makes sense. I always was like, okay, I guess there's a God. I don't understand the point of prayer. I don't like going to church. But yeah, as I became older, I began questioning until it was definite. I get not definite, but I came to that conclusion, that this is bullshit. There's no way this is real. And then I became kind of like the angry atheist, just to say, through what's going on.
I don't know.
The comments.
Just a separate chat in the comments,
Yeah.
Apparently,
you're
people
good.
are
You're
commenting
good. You're
in the
good.
comments. I can't see them because I'm fucking on my phone thanks to my fucking cats.
The tops are no.
The tops are no fun.
So the bottoms are shirtless, the tops are no fun. Mommy Foulmouth wants a piece of you, Bab. She volunteers to take your shirt off with her teeth.
Do it.
You're the thirst trap of the episode, despite us being naked. Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
That's fine. Yeah, you're right.
Oh gosh.
Look at it.
I am a decent person.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
We wouldn't be friends if you're a decent person.
Oh yeah, so back to the discussion.
What were we talking about? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
About religion, probably.
Mason's nipples.
We're discussing
not the ripples.
anti-theism and what benefit there is to it. So for us, I think what we're landing on is like just being loudly against it so that it doesn't take over. So that like theologies can't bloom if there are people actively, fighting against that concept. That somebody in fucking Congress wants to come out and say, well, according to the Bible, it's like, okay, you're a congressperson, and there's a separation of church and state, so shut your fucking face about the Bible.
Yeah, there's supposed to be the separation of church and state, but we all know there's a circle jerk going on with church and state in this country.
That no president can like, at least now in today's climate, but for the last 270 years, no president can be elected unless they're a fucking Christian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Need the
Correct.
support of the fucking, the majority of like evangelicals and fucking Bible thumpers. I hate it.
That's my favorite thing about like the Christians they have like this persecution fetish.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, if you say you're an atheist, you just committed career suicide. If you want to hold any public office, that is it. You're fucking done. Don't even try. Go to McDonald's, fill out an application. Like that is like where we're at as a country. Like you know how fucking privileged you are as a Christian.
Yep.
But they act like, oh, we're gonna be persecuted one day, so I'm gonna act like this now.
It's a prophecy. That's the Bible says that it's happening.
It's a fucking fetish. It's weird.
It is. They're
fucking
sadists.
weird.
They're fucking sadists.
Have you seen that video of that guy on TikTok where there's like a shooting and he's like, stand up, you're Christian.
That motherfucker would not do that. He would
What
not
was
fucking
it?
do that. Are you kidding?
There's the one going
No.
around with that girl who's like doing a mugshot Yeah, she,
holding
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Bible.
yeah.
about like
My titties are
what
cold. I'm sorry.
planet are you living?
It's weird to me. It's so weird.
And the thing is,
What's happening?
going.
My titties are cold. Hold on.
Your titties
I'll
are
join
cold.
the humdrum, V. Put my shirt back on.
Listen. Hold on. I know. Hold on.
I'm just being boring today. Fine.
Is this like spit poker? What's happening?
Everybody drink.
Oh no.
Oh!
Listen, if you want to buy some Baffin merch, Baphometal merch,
Shameless
there you
plug.
go.
Sir, shameless plug.
Tadpole would be wearing ours, but I don't think he has it yet.
Yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works.
There we go.
So when I was a Christian,
If I can add one more thought,
Go
if
ahead,
you don't
go
mind,
ahead.
just one more thought. The way I see religion also is like, I'm okay if it tells you, like, if you as a believer, it tells you that you can't do a certain thing or you can do a certain thing, go for it. You do you, you know? But don't tell me that your belief system is, trying to dictate my lifestyle or something.
Oh, but they don't want you to go to hell, Beth.
That's not a threat if I don't fucking believe it. God damn.
I know, right?
So-
It wasn't super
Well, whether or not
effective.
you believe it, it's still true, though.
Mm.
You don't have to believe it for it to be true, Mel.
Ugh.
truth. So going back to the persecution thing.
Yeah.
When I was a Christian, we'd often talk about countries where Christians were legitimately persecuted, like in China. Like how many times you've been arrested for your faith is like a badge of honor. And so in church, they'd be like, we talk about how we have this extreme faith and all this, but in China, like, we have missionaries that go to China, and the missionaries will go to these other like Chinese like closet pastors, and then those Chinese pastors will be like, how many times have you been arrested? Oh, 0. We've been arrested 4 times. I've been, like, so even still, I would be like, you fucking know how privileged you are, like, even as a Christian. Like, and if you were where you are now in China, they would fucking arrest you. Like, you are not persecuted here. You would be, but you would be if you were over there, and then you'd break like a fucking twig.
Yes.
Yep. Like,
they act so hard, but then
yeah.
Nope.
Ty, TJ the Guider, whatever that fucking kid's name is, made that thing about them being persecuted.
No.
Who?
He's like,
He had a mental fucking breakdown. Did y'all see that?
Who?
Oh, TJ.
TJ the Guider.
The guider.
He
Oh,
fucking
he's
Rick,
the glasses,
you
right?
are a savage for doing that debate. Was that you? No, that wasn't you, was it?
No, it was hyper
Did you
humanity.
debate him?
It was hyper humanity. And like after that,
Oh,
I mean,
the kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking. Okay, yeah. He. that was
after
funny.
that he went
That
quiet
was
for
so
a
funny.
while. And he recently like made some videos that he just fucking like snapped. And then he went live. And like, he snapped when he was on live, like we were watching it. And he was like, I'm just gonna start cussing. I was like, I'm still a Christian, I still love Jesus, but I'm gonna start cussing and doing whatever I want because I don't give a shit anymore. And we're like, he snapped. He fucking snapped.
Did you guys break him?
Apparently hyper fucking
It sounds like it.
Hyper, yeah.
hyper fucking broke him.
If you're a Christian and you spend 30 minutes talking to
Yeah, a
hyper
girl
humanity
broke up with him,
and you
that's what it
can't
was.
talk over him, you're gonna break. That dude's too smart.
No, he a girl broke up with him apparently. So he
Oh.
Oh, poor
So
thing.
he's probably gonna like grow up and like, oh, women need to be silenced.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my father all over again. I love
And
it.
so-
I love it. Yeah.
and I want to be like, oh, a girl broke up with you. Try being married for 10 years, having 3 kids with someone, and then her being like, I want a divorce. Like, fucking bet. Fucking talk to me
shit.
about. Oh, I wanted to like. My girlfriend broke up with me. Cry me a fucking river. You haven't been through shit. Anyway.
Right.
No, but there's that thing though, where he put out that like, oh, Christians are being persecuted now, and it's not just on TikTok anymore. They're being killed, and it's like, yeah, you've been a Christian for 3 months. I believe it because that's been happening in the places that you're describing for hundreds of years. It's not happening to you, motherfucker. You're some Ponzi-ass white boy from Alabama. You've never known hardship in your entire goddamn life.
Right.
And it's like, it's not just Christians being persecuted. Christians are killing Muslims. Muslims are killing Christians. It's been happening for the last 1600
Yeah.
years.
They also
Okay.
forget about the Crusades, the Inquisition, the witch hunts, all of that shit that Christianity
Manifest
brought.
destiny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
But
More
the
people will
atheists
kill
are
in the name of
dangerous.
the Abrahamic God than for any other reason. Period. There's no debating that. That's a goddamn fact.
correct.
Like,
Sorry.
I've been told multiple times that atheists
Fair
are the dangerous ones. And I'm like, bitch, where? Are we cutting off heads because you don't fucking not believe? You know, no, fuck you. God.
They also see atheism like it's a religion or
Yes,
some
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
organized group of people. It's kind of strange.
I would say, because I make this point all the time, it is a belief system, and there are sects of atheism. Less than it being a religion, it's not a religion, but it is a belief system. And hell, like when you go to put religion down on drop-down menus, atheism is one of the options. That's kind of a dichotomy. None is a selection, right?
Right.
So, but then even within atheism, like there's agnostic, there's atheism, and then there's Satanism. So it's like extreme atheism, atheism classic, atheism light, and then like agnosticism is like, you know, there nothing can be known of a god by humans. And even within agnosticism itself, there are different sects. So it's like they have their own problems that there are in like Christianity. And one of my favorite little kind of run-on jokes in all of my topics is every now and then, and by that I mean like every fucking day, somebody will be in my comments like, it's all bullshit anyway. Like, you know, why talk about it? Why this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, there's a bunch of reasons why to talk about it, because, you know, we're letting people know that it's wrong. You can't just tell them that it's wrong. You got to show them why. But I'll say to them, and I've been wrong exactly twice. I'll say, thank you for your input, generic straight white man number XYZ. And I've been wrong twice, and I've said this hundreds of fucking times.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm usually white. I'm usually right about the white man part. Sometimes it's the straight part that they're like, well, actually, I'm bisexual. I was like, are you? Because you're not acting like it. So,
Right.
And like as an atheist, and Crimson can attest to this, like in the military, if there's ever a promotion ceremony where an officer gets promoted or a change of command ceremony, the chaplain will come up and lead a prayer. And you have to you don't have to, but you fucking have to. You have to be a part of that. Like everybody,
you have to bow your head.
Yeah.
They will be on you because you're supposed to all look the same. So it's like, this is disrespectful to my beliefs. I don't want to bow my head for your God. And they won't accept that. It's like, it's not about that. Or like even more so, they'll like, some people will get mad at you for being an atheist or for otherwise not believing in their God. Right. They're like, that's disrespectful. Then take me out of the formation. Let me stand in the back. I'm not bowing my fucking head for you. I don't do it. I refuse. I've gotten in trouble before.
Same
here. Fucking yes.
I could easily be like, oh, I'm persecuted as an atheist. I could like milk that shit for all it's worth. I don't, because I don't give a shit. But these people who like actually have this privilege are like, oh, we're persecuted, even though like our religion like requires people to do shit, even though there's supposed to be separation of church and state. Like,
no.
Fun fact.
I don't understand.
The last ceremony we had, the chaplain wanted to come talk to me after and be like, so why don't you want to bow your head for God? It's like, because your God's evil. So I got to sit with my chaplain for like 30, 45 minutes and discuss the Bible with them. And they thought you could really tell. And I feel a little bad because she's this adorable 4'0" lady. I felt a little bad, but I told her up front, I was like, if you want to discuss the reasons why I don't believe in your God, we can do that. But I can promise you, you're not going to change your mind, but I might change yours. And she was real quiet after that, and she left the unit. So I don't know what happened to her. But the very next drill, she was gone. She didn't come back.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what happened. I don't know that I affected her life in any way. She might have already had transfer requests put in. I just know she didn't come back next drill, and then now we have a new chaplain assistant and no chaplain. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You're changing lives.
You are. I think I found my new king. Like, hey.
Convincing Christians that they're wrong. I don't know. We spoke at length about like Canaanite polytheism and the origins in the Bible and the different words in Hebrew. And then I've been hammering this home a lot lately. Numbers 31 is the best proof for me personally, outside of Job. Numbers 31 is the best proof for me that Yahweh is evil, that he commanded his chosen people to rape children. That's in Numbers 31. The prepubescent virgin slave girls are counted among the livestock as plunders, as spoils of war in Numbers 31. The whole book of Numbers has shit like this in it, but that one's like probably the worst for me.
But it was out of context, okay?
No, the fuck it isn't. You know what they changed?
It was appropriate for that time. It was a different time.
Yeah.
In that verse, they were supposed to take 10% of the plunder from Eleazar, who had half of the plunder. He's like, you split this with the people that helped you win against the Midianites. 10% of the plunder went to God. And in the newer manuscripts, because we don't have anything biblical before like 200 BCE. In the newer manuscripts, it mentions that they were given to, I think, the Jacobites or the Levites, somebody that were like the personal attendants of God. They're the ones who get the Lord's portion. Every other sacrifice in the Bible is typically speaking of of animals, I should say, with the exception of like Isaac. Abraham was supposed to kill Isaac. Every other sacrifice was burned. And there were 31 slave girls in the list of the Lord's tribute.
It's a nice barbecue.
It's so wholesome. I love it.
We don't have the original manuscripts, but like there are other instances of like Yahweh killing people outright, even mauling children with bears. I don't believe that portion went to the Jacobites. I think they burned it. I think they burned that portion for Yahweh, which again, none of this shit actually happened, I should say.
But they believe it did.
Right.
Well, they believed that it did, but like Median wasn't conquered by Israel. They were absorbed into Israel. And then after the fact, they wrote this in Numbers that like, we conquered them. We're awesome. That shit didn't fucking happen. They already believed in Yahweh before the Israelites. They were just kind of like their cultures absorbed together into the 12 tribes. Right. So it didn't fucking happen, but the way that they wrote it, especially initially, I 100% wholeheartedly believe that they wrote that as the sacrifice to the Lord, in that they burned those prepubescent virginal girls that they just enslaved after they made them orphans. Yeah, that shit's evil. Fuck your God.
Lovely.
How can you defend that? I don't understand how Christians can defend.
Mental gymnastics.
Well, wait. Then again, they don't read their fucking book. So, yeah. But even if they do, it's like, how the fuck do you defend that?
People told me, because I've posted about this and I've gotten Christians like, well, they were evil. Oh, they were mean to the Israelites. They enslaved the Israelites. Okay, so because they enslaved the Israelites, it was the Israelites' right to enslave and rape their children after slaughtering them all? That's a real fucking benevolent, kind God you got there.
All loving.
So,
sorry. So, yeah, that shit fucking grinds my gears.
What what do you guys see happening in the not too distant future with your channel and your method of doing things? What do you hope to happen, and what do you think will happen? Is that
we hope something like this happens where we're taking our shirts off live on YouTube.
Which is progress. That's a good.
It's progress. See.
Start doing theological content on OnlyFans. What's up, y'all?
Listen. Oh, wait. So speaking of
nudity and theology,
I thought it was everybody drink, but it's
yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Speaking of OnlyFans, I want to start. I want to start an OnlyFans, but just Bible ripping, but in like lingerie. You know, like. People send me like the money to like request a Bible verse or something, but like rip it in like a sexy way, I guess. Like, you know, more than TikTok, I guess. Dude. But
there's cake sitting and cake stomping. You there's a niche for that, I guarantee it.
You got a fat bitch ripping Bible pages in lingerie.
What more could you want?
Exactly. So that's my idea. I don't know.
I checked my analytics recently, and I have an OnlyFans on my Linktree, and I checked my analytics, and it was like, what was it? Like 3,700 people. Like
that was just me
on that link. It was just you.
I clicked it too. Yeah. I was like, he didn't, and then I was right. So
and it's not a real. It's a Rickroll for everyone's watching.
Yeah.
But look, I was like, holy shit! Like there's
There's a
money to
market.
be made here.
I'm just saying.
And then I was like, I could like work out in my underwear, or like I'm a blacksmith, so I could like make a knife. That's what Rachel told me. She's like, just make a knife in your underwear.
Where's my credit card?
Most of the content on OnlyFans is, schnotte, but it's not for that. It just has become that. There were like when it was originally done, there were people like writing and making music and blacksmithing, I guess even. I need our mortgage paid.
Listen, fucking hell yeah, do it.
Daddy's got to bring.
You got to think of the 37,000 that clicked it, only about 10% would actually subscribe. So that's 3,700 times that by like 5 a month. It's like 15 grand. You could do it.
You can do it.
No balls.
No balls. but what if you put like a little hat on it? Would that matter? Or no, googly eyes. Put googly eyes on your balls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I draw like a little face and like
do
mouth?
it? You should make
with
Jesus
Sharpie?
out of your balls and your dick. Just put like a little beard, like shave your pubic I don't know if you have pubic hair, but shave your pubic hair and then like
Not much.
Rachel's adding you in the comments. She said that purity culture is stopping you from making an OnlyFans. So essentially, what you're saying is that the Bible still controls you.
Way to put my dirty laundry out there.
Oh no.
You've got the fucking what's the word? Biblical guilt, right? The curse of modesty.
100% delivered from my indoctrination. I never made that claim.
Well, this is progress. This is baby steps. Just put a hat on your balls and it's baby steps. It's fine. It's fine.
Real talk. If I started OnlyFans and I started like more and more, like I'll show more and more skin, and
I mean,
maybe at some point I'll be just completely.
Well, now you have to though, because Britt and I said if you do an OnlyFans, she will.
I mean, you control what you show.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know right now, Britt and I'd pay to see that. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, girl, hey.
Yeah.
She out in Washington. I'll fucking make a drive. Don't even.
I'm probably gonna do that then.
Do it. See, we're making progress here, guys.
She made a really funny video about No Panic Button and I. That's all I'll say about that.
Are we still taking?
Anyway, sorry. What?
What?
I'm not finishing that thought. It's not my fault.
Britt and I's got like that little bit of like, I don't know how to say it, that little bit of pudge.
Yes.
And it's like that little bit of pudge like does it for me. Like
we're not even. So I'm gonna say right now, that's not an insult. Don't take it that way, please.
No.
We love you very much.
Not, like,
for me, like I can't fuck with skinny bitches. I need that at least a little bit of pudge, but I just the more the merrier.
Yes.
Like if you're too small, I will fucking break you. You don't understand. Like I don't be responsible for your medical bills. You have to be.
Yes.
You have to be willing to take some punishment.
Yes.
Corey says he'd pay $1,100 for a 20-minute call with me. You don't have to pay anything. I've got a thing in my bio though. If you want to send me money, I'm not gonna say no because I'm a broke bitch. But if you're on Dadpool's Discord server, just hit me up and I'll talk to anybody. I like talking about shit like this. Theology is my fucking jam.
Fuck yeah.
I am a nerd.
So Mason,
that's me.
How did you become so good at theology? Did you study this?
Books.
You just like to read?
Do you see this shit? Do you see? I ran out of room. No, when I was
I know.
When I was like 7 or 8 years old, there was only a few times that I ever went to a church. My parents never took us, but I would go when like my grandparents were in town or if we went to my grandparents' house. And I would always have questions because I even as a child, I legitimately just liked learning about mythology and theology. So I'd ask questions. And I have a defining moment really. I was like 7 or 8 years old and I asked a Sunday school teacher, I said, I read a myth recently from the Dene that says that I think it was either the Dene or the Cherokee, that they survived a flood by tying canoes to the tops of redwood trees. Is that perhaps related to Noah's Ark? And I was told to shut my face. I was 7. So I told my parents that, and my dad probably didn't assault this man, but I think like verbally took him aside. And then like after that, we didn't go. right? Until my mom married a Mormon because she's gullible. But I had that question. I was like, there's a bunch of these kind of flood myths in a bunch of different cultures. Could it all be the same? No, that's blasphemy. Shut your face. 7 years old. So I that to me was like, well, I'm not going to get answers from anybody in a church. And so I started reading and I never fucking stopped. And I won't. Fight me. But
That's awesome.
Anyway, but yeah, I just bought a couple new ones now. I have this. Oh my God, look how pretty this is. So I don't know about the font on the inside. I like font on the inside too. Yeah, no, that's just Times New Roman. But look at the Odin on that.
Oh shit!
Look how fucking pretty that is, and it starts with ecstasy. That's my jam.
That's a good start.
Which, so that's the thing about Odin that people don't realize. A lot of, especially like the dude bros and the fucking white supremacists that want to claim Norse as their background. If they knew enough about Odin, they wouldn't do that because he wasn't really wholly worshipped by the Old Norse because of satyr magic, right? So there's different kinds of magic, but it was all considered kind of feminine. Even math, that's one of the reasons why we were talking earlier that it was a matriarchal society and women led like trade and bartering, was that math was believed to be magic.
Oh.
And women were good at it, so like women are fucking witches. So Odin had a fascination with that kind of magic, especially like the magic of prophecy. He wanted to know about Ragnarok, right? And because of that, he was seen as kind of this feminine trickster god, like perfect adoptive father for Loki, really, if you look at it that way, that they didn't really worship him more so than any of the other Aesir or Thor, especially. So that's why it starts with ecstasy. It's like he was obsessed with different kinds of magic, including like love magic and sex magic. Hell, he fucking hung himself from the tree. That's some masochist shit.
Stabbed himself in the side
with a spear, just like Jesus. Yeah, they'll make comments that like that mythology wasn't believed until after Jesus' time. That's not true. We just don't have records of it because not everybody wrote their shit down. It's true of the Druids. It's true of the Norse, that they had these beliefs for thousands of years, but it wasn't ever like written down except on stone. So that's how we know that they've had these mythologies and beliefs for a few thousand years. So that's all fascinating shit. But yeah, that's my background. I'm a fucking nerd and I love to read.
Awesome.
Not that I necessarily believe in any of it. I think that it all stems from like ancestor worship. But there's truth to be had in everything, even if the truth is that this isn't true. But yeah, I don't know. It's all fun.
So what do you
Abraham
guys
isn't
know
would be
about
fun if they
Baphomet?
fucking like actually paid attention to the origins of it. Sorry, what?
I was just asking Baphomet what more they had to say on the subject, like, because I feel like we're at a decent point where we can transition into our like nerdy portion, but I want to like you see.
I thought we were there already.
No,
Hell, this
we're
whole
not on
kind of talk
topic.
has been a little nerdy and sexy. What's
This
up?
is just the tip, man.
So it's just the tip.
It's never just the tip. Why do you guys do that? It's never just the tip. Why?
I love that.
We need to be friends on
Drink.
Facebook.
Heresy detected.
Because
Do we drink?
Just the tip.
It's not a drink. It's just a.
Oh.
You can drink if you want to. I
It's
still have
just
my drink.
a
Let's go.
Just drink.
Let's drink.
Just drink.
I'm just gonna drink.
You fucked it up.
Ooh, that was big shit. Unfortunately, I can't hear the music when I do it this way, but
Oh
still
no.
vibing with you.
Wait,
Oh.
I recently learned that from the ex-Mormon community that soaking is a thing.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Because apparently, like, you can go in, but that's
And just-
it. Like, if you go in and out,
That's a sin.
that's where
God can see that. So God has hooker vision. So if you
like
stay
you can do
still,
soaking or you can do anal, you can do oral.
it's God's loophole.
But if you go
It's
in
the
and
loophole.
out, that's
It's the
that's
loophole.
fucking black.
Everybody go watch
acceptable.
God's Loophole by Simon and not Simon and Garfunkel.
What
Fuck.
the fuck?
Oates.
Oates and
Garfunkel and
Garfunkel.
Oates.
Oh yeah.
Garfunkel and Oates.
I
God's Loophole.
Fucking love that song so much.
So here's the thing. In English, the Bible forbids anal sex.
Oh.
In English.
I think there's also a verse that says that God would rather your seed fall in the belly of a whore than on the ground.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a prohibition against masturbation. It's like, do you know somebody I can call? Let's make this
Well,
happen. What do you want about,
good thing I have a big belly. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Keep
It's
talking.
ground.
Fucking,
It didn't say belly.
Where do you
it
live?
didn't say tits.
No,
It didn't say feet. It didn't say
just
face.
not in the hair, not in the eyes, unless we're in the shower. That's different.
Yeah,
Then it's free.
That's
It's
it.
free game. It's free game.
toes. That's fine. Oh,
See,
fair.
it's cool.
What people believe to be prohibitions against premarital sex in the Bible exist for a very specific reason. And that is that women were considered property and virgins were more profitable. So if you'd had sex, you couldn't be sold for as much. So that aspect of purity culture is hilarious to me. It's like, are you planning on selling your daughter? Because the Bible doesn't say that premarital sex is a sin. It especially doesn't forbid sex between men. It says that, you know, if you have sex before you're married, then you're worth less and you can't be sold for as much. That's the context. You want the context? That's the fucking context. You discussed this before. The word virgin that's used for Mary and is used in certain other aspects of the Bible doesn't mean has never had sex. It's just a woman of marrying age, which
a woman of childbearing
times is
age.
fucking 12. So
Okay.
yeah, the Bible isn't as
Learning so
anti-sex
much.
as everybody thinks. I brought this up this week too. The Song of Solomon. That's some raunchy, sexy shit. That has nothing to do with God, but people pretend that it does.
I've been learning that since Jagazis has been doing a series about it. I'm like, God damn. Hi.
Melons. I will take part of the melons.
The Unholy Bible, Hebrew Literature of the Kingdom Period, Jacob Rabinowitz, which I know that you just bought his Faces of God book.
Yeah, I'm halfway through that. It's really good stuff.
He has a whole section on here about the Song of Solomon, and in it he specifies that there's a verse about breasts that's taken by biblical scholars to refer to Moses and Aaron. No, it is just about breasts.
Yeah, like that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
It is. But it's a common belief that it's supposed to be about the love of God and Israel, or Christ and His bride, and it's fucking not.
So Jesus is just a boob. That's all he is.
He is
cool.
a boob.
He's
Jesus
a
is a
boob.
boob.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, he got crucified. He obviously fucked up somewhere, so he's a boob.
Oh, you made that video today about how God reveled in his death.
Yeah.
That could tie into Gnosticism if Yahweh had Jesus killed for going against his word, and Jesus' true God was El, which he makes that comment in Arabic that he's asking El why El forsaked him.
And I was like, that verse doesn't mean that, and I could explain why, but where's the fun in
then
that?
you didn't. That's such a cock tease.
I did. I made a video later explaining.
Oh, did you? I need to go watch that one.
He was edgy. That's fine.
Someone asked, like, explain it to us. And I was like, I knew someone would ask. And I explained it. But yeah, so you guys, again, I'm gonna try.
Were we? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before we transition into our nerdy, more casual, as if we haven't been there this whole time.
I was going to say, this is not casual.
Is there anything
I put my shirt back on. But...
Is there
Why don't we go around the
serious
table and ask, like, everybody's stance now on anti-theism?
Is there anything that on a more serious note that you guys would like to say before we go on to an official fucking around? Bath, you've mentioned your background. You're over here. Bath, you mentioned your background. Mel, you mentioned your background. Like y'all have some shit, that has happened to you in the past that has been a big impact on who you are today, and has had a big impact on the message that you would like to convey today to everybody else. So is there more you'd like to say on that?
I personally, I want more people to speak out about the bullshit that's happening. That ultimately, I think that's my goal. Like, I know I'm fucking chaos. I know that, but you don't have to be as chaotic as I am. That's just who I am and whatever. But, even if you speak up, stand up for what's right. What's like, just, it's frustrating. But yeah, no, speak up, stand up for what you believe. And yeah.
For me, it's question everything. Always question the belief systems are given to you don't just go with it. I mean, it's hard when you're indoctrinated as a child. You have no other option. But my hope is that when people see my stupid ass content, they go, you know, because I do see the comment sections, and I do incite a lot of dialogue amongst commenters, and there's a lot of back and forth. And yeah, a lot of it is satire. Most of my shit is satire, I would think.
Same here.
But in reality, I'm trying to hopefully, start some dialogue amongst people and make them realize that, hey, maybe you should question what you believe in. Maybe you should at least read the fucking Bible first before you start telling me, trying to make, feel morally superior to me and trying to make me, behave the way that your book supposedly is telling you to behave, but you don't even know what the Bible says. So I hope that that's what people do when they watch my shit.
Yeah, so I alluded to this earlier, and I think you guys' style over here again, because I'm mirrored. You guys' style of going about this whole thing, I think it's empowering to people who are more or less deconstructed, but are struggling with speaking out about it.
Mm-hmm.
As people like me, I appeal more to like the demographic of people who are somewhat Christian but have questions about it. Like that's kind of like where my target audience seems to go. But you guys seem to appeal to like the closet atheists. Like I think you guys embolden those people.
And I honestly believe that our spiciness it's controversial, and you know what? That gets people talking.
Yeah,
and it starts a conversation, and and that's what I'm here for. That I would love to see more of that. So
you see all these people who are shy and like, oh, there's this part of me that I want to hide from everybody, and you guys are like, fuck you, fuck everybody around you, fuck your couch.
I fuck on the couch.
I'm gonna spit on your Bible. I'm gonna rip your Bible into pieces. I'm gonna do it live so everybody can fucking see. And I think that is empowering to those people who are more bashful or nervous, uneasy maybe about their recent transition.
One time I did that live, and there were people asking for particular verses that had traumatized them as in their younger lives. So
I've seen Mel do that. Yeah,
and that happened to me. Hey, read this one, because when I was in this cult, they would use that against me all the time. So I read the verse and I ripped that page, and she's like, oh my god, that felt so fucking good.
It's therapeutic. Bible ripping is therapeutic.
It is so therapeutic. I recommend it. It's a medical procedure.
And is it like real talk? Isn't it like crazy how like your method of tomfoolery or fuckery, whatever, is like genuinely therapeutic and helpful to people that you didn't even know? They're like, hey, I know you're just fucking around, but this is actually really helpful to me.
Yes.
I've encountered a lot of that. And I'm like, really?
I encourage people to rip their own Bibles because, fuck that. They cause religious trauma. Just rip that shit out.
Yeah.
You just made a comment, Mel, something, I don't remember what it was, but it was something sexual, and Max is like, that's probably why your life got taken down, is all the sex jokes.
That's why my shit gets taken down all the time.
Mel say something sexual? No.
And so you got my life taken down. Unless it was me taking my shirt off. But I'm a dude, so I can do that. Hashtag free the nipple.
You have ripples, okay? Not the ripples.
I never understood
so
that. For free the nipple movement.
Hashtag free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Bullshit.
Bras are fucking expensive. They're fucking uncomfortable. So free the nipple.
It's like
one more thought.
The concept of like tampons being a luxury tax. It's like,
right?
Let's take that a step further and say that food and medical supplies in general should be free. Sorry, you said one more thought, Beth?
Which is a law that was decided by fucking white old men. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say, since you were talking about something being therapeutic, that's something that Mel and I have been experiencing when doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We've been interviewing one person each week, and we're learning about their stories, and we're learning how religion can really fuck you up, especially as a child. and how it can be used against you to manipulate you. And a lot of people have told us, you know what? I listened to that episode, especially the one with
Chico's
Chico.
episode got a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to
They
talk
were
about
saying
that a
like,
little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that shit's real. Oh my god, I didn't realize.
And that's why it pisses me off.
It can
Yeah.
be this traumatic.
Right. And that's
Yeah,
what
go ahead.
pisses me off is like these Christians don't think that religious trauma is a thing. Bitch, like what? We have literal proof more than your fucking God that religious trauma happens. And you're gonna sit here and fucking deny it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hell,
like,
when we had Jagezis on, we talked about how people are trying to claim that Lil Nas X only did what he did for publicity. It's like, no, he had religious trauma, and that was his way of working it out.
Right.
And it definitely spoke to a lot of people who experienced the same.
Yep.
You told him to go to hell, and he fucking did. What's your problem?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because they
he
lost
fucking
control.
owned it. He owned it.
Yeah. But the Christians lost control, and yeah, they were pissed.
Exactly.
And I drank every single tear that they cried.
More specifically, do y'all have like a final thought on anti-theism? Or like the idea of taking an extreme stance against any certain belief system to include atheism? Like what benefit does that have?
I think it gets people talking.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Mel said. Definitely.
Yes, it starts the conversation. They say thoughts and prayers, but I say fuck prayers. Thoughts is okay because thoughts turns into actions. So that's where I think.
Not for them.
I think it explores
you're right,
the
you're right.
idea, or it
Yeah.
encourages them to explore the idea.
Right.
I agree.
Yep.
You know,
And if you
seeing
get
that you guys
offended,
are so
then-
comfortable being so blasphemous,
Hmm. Yeah.
I think this helps.
It's like if your God was fucking real, he would have he smited me. Smite me, you mighty smiter. Like, come on.
Almighty smiter.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is that Christianity is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really
Yep.
is.
I mean, it's got a long
Against
history of
groups of
disrespect.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So if you look at history, their track record is not that, it's not that good. So now you're telling me that if I speak out against the bullshit, now I'm the one who's being disrespectful. I mean, dude, you're trying to get into government. You are telling women that they can't do certain things with their body. You're telling homosexuals they can, have sex with other men or other women, etc. So how is having a strong opinion about that shit, wrong? Beliefs do not deserve respect. I 100%.
I love that.
say that.
Yes.
Love that.
My
we have a
Now,
show-
if you see me telling someone to fuck off, if you do see me attacking somebody, that's because they came first to my comment section. Just so you know, I do not comment on Christian videos. Because they say you're so disrespectful to Christians. It's mostly Christianity that I'm disrespectful towards. But if you identify with that disgusting shit, that's on you, bro.
Thanks.
We I was going to say we have it on the store, but we don't yet. We need to put it up. We were talking about it. Was no religion is above criticism.
Yeah.
I would extend that to no belief system is above criticism to include like political beliefs.
Yeah.
Every to claim so. And I said that when I said that initially, it's because I got claims that I was being anti-Semitic because I was talking about that Yahweh is evil and the Canaanite origins of it. And it's like that's not specifically anti-Semitic because I'm also discussing Christianity and Islam in the same breath. You can call it like anti-Abrahamist, I suppose. But if you have that stance where it's like nobody can say anything negative about your religion without you turning it that they're being specifically bigoted against you. It's like I love Jewish people in general. I know this sounds like white guilt. Really, I do. I love the stories. I love the folklore, the theology behind it. Wow, this really sounds like I've got black friends. No, one of my best friends growing up was, I should say he's ethnically Jewish. He's not religious anymore. I think he grew up that way, but now he's an atheist. But I have no problem with Jewish people, and like I'll punch a Nazi in the face. Like I'll take a staunch position against Nazis and in particular. But like my whole shit is theology, and like that's what I'm discussing is Abrahamism. So I can't really discuss that without talking about how your beliefs are bullshit. Sorry, that has nothing to do with you, like you as a person, unless you're pushing your shit on me and telling me I have to live a certain way because of the rules in your fucking book.
Correct.
Hell, I got a lot of well, I shouldn't say a lot of. I got a couple of Jewish people in one of my videos recently. Somebody asked me if there are closed Jewish practices, and I'm like, I would argue that all of Abrahamism is closed Jewish practice. Like the Bible is only for the Israelites, and if you're not an Israelite, you're not going to Yahweh's heaven anyway. So let that shit go.
Yep.
All right. So let's transition into our nerdy segment. We wanted to talk about
Broadway musicals.
Broadway theater.
Fuck yeah.
Because I think all of us were involved in theater at one point or another, right?
Some
Are
form
we
of
all
theater, yeah.
fucking theater kids?
We're some form of theater.
I was
Yeah,
not a
theater
theater
kid.
kid, but I have been in plays, probably around 6 or 7 different plays.
How does that not make you a theater kid?
Well, kid, I guess you meant like in high school when I was a kid, but no, if that's not what you meant, then I am a theater kid, I guess.
Oh, you did it in like college or after high school?
After college, like adult life.
He's a theater adult.
We'll include you. You're fine.
In my 20s.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Yeah. No, so yeah, I've been in a few community theater plays here in town. I love it. It's fun. I was in one that was hilarious with drag queens. It was fucking amazing.
Oh, that sounds awesome. If you're not following Saphira Jade on TikTok, you should. She's amazing.
Ooh, you're Jade.
Saphira Jade. I was in this play. This was in 2015, where do you guys know what a curandero is?
What a what?
Curandero.
No.
It's like the Mexican version of a shaman.
Yeah, no.
Like a shaman.
Okay. So a medicine man?
I played yes.
You have to write this down.
Yes.
I'm just now getting into Mexica culture and like religion. That's like the newest, because I was just doing Yoruba for like a few months, and now I'm getting into certain things. So I knew certain things about it, like the Celtic,
really
the Celtic. Sorry, the Mexica pantheon, but not to that extent. So sorry, but medicine man. You played a medicine man in a.
No problem. It was really funny. It was about this lesbian girl coming out to her Hispanic family. And she goes to her friend who is a fairy drag mother.
I love it.
Yeah, just
fairy drag mother?
So
is
her
that what
friends
you said?
There's 3 fairy drag mothers, like drag queens. And so they get me involved, and my character is a theater.
I'm gonna kill it. It's fine.
My character is this college theater major kid, and he's like, "Oh, we can fool him. We can definitely do this cleansing. Like it's called a limpia. In Spanish, it's called a limpia. It's a cleansing. You know, where they blow the liquor on you, and they do the herbs and chants and whatever. And my character is like, oh, it's all theater. We can pull it off. And so it is the funniest shit. I'm doing this stupid ritual, shaking these leaves and chanting like Hakuna Matata or something stupid. And there's 3 drag queens there, and it's the funniest shit. And that was my favorite experience.
I fucking love drag shows.
Theater.
Me too.
This isn't
There was a drag show as well. Well, no, I know, but like, just to have like, I don't know. I love all of it to be honest. But there's it's not musical, but it feels like it should be.
Liam was a baby.
Tu Wong Fu. Thank you for everything, Julia Newmar. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Wesley Snipes and like who's from Ghost? Patrick something. Swayze.
Swayze.
John Leguizamo and
they
Wesley
were in the drag,
as
right?
drag queens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And they're on a road trip from like New York to LA, and they get stuck in bumfuck nowhere, and they're in like a backwoods town in fucking Alabama or Arkansas and some shit, and they have to like pretend that they're AFAB, assigned female at birth, or they'll be fucking shot. I'm sure. Right. I fucking love that movie. That's a great fucking movie.
I want to watch it. It's been forever,
It
but
feels
yeah.
like musical theater, but it's not quite. But that ties into like drag shows. Just again, Saphira Jade on TikTok. I'll follow her. But
Are we talking about cats? Sorry.
No.
that is the worst.
Don't
Why
you
did
bring
they make
that
a
up.
fucking
Don't
movie?
bring that. You know what though? I want the version that includes the buttholes.
I didn't
Right
do that
now,
on purpose.
if they can release a fucking Snyder cut of Justice League, I want the butthole version of Cats.
Spiderweb
Okay?
tattoos.
So
Let's
yeah,
see them spiderweb
buttholes.
tattoos.
Why?
I don't.
Why is Cat still a thing?
I don't
It's
know.
always been fucking terrible.
And who decided? Hey, let's redo this.
Andrew Lloyd Webber wanted more money. That's what fucking
Yes,
happened.
cash cow. Fucking cash cow.
Yeah, literally, like Phantom wasn't doing enough money, I guess. I don't know.
There's so many big names in that movie. How'd they get people to agree to that?
A lot of drugs. I don't know.
Hey, would you like to commit career suicide? Sign here. Welcome to Cats, the remake.
Something needs to happen before Sir Ian McClellan shuffles off this mortal coil.
Yes.
They were on an episode of Graham Norton. It was him and Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman because of fucking X-Men, the last one.
Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not his biggest fan, but he's all right. But no, they were talking about how they all had background in musical theater and Broadway, and because Hugh Jackman did The Great Showman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put up a picture of like Patrick Stewart as fucking Macbeth or some shit from 20, 30 years ago. Sorry, thinking about Patrick Stewart in Men in Tights. But no, anyway, sorry.
Yes.
They said that they needed Hugh Jackman to play Sweeney Todd in like on a Broadway show, not for a movie.
Right.
And that if they did that for however many shows, Patrick Stewart would come and be Judge Turkin.
Ooh.
And he's like, and I was just thinking who would be perfect to be Mrs. Lovett. And he fucking says like Sir Ian McClellan is Mrs. Lovett.
Oh my God.
That would be hilarious. I would pay to see that.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh my God.
Somebody mentioned, so I mentioned Men in Tights. Robin Mahandust, I butchered your last name, I'm sorry, said she loves Men in Tights. We were talking about Mel Brooks beforehand. That's a Mel Brooks movie, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mel Brooks is fucking
I
awesome.
fucking love him.
Hell, I think he puts himself in his movies because isn't he the rabbi in Men in
He's
Tights?
the rabbi and with the card.
He does the circumcisions.
Yeah. It's the new craze.
Next.
Oh my God.
No, they love it down in the movies. No, fuck, I cannot believe you two have not fucking seen The Producers.
That blows my fucking mind. That's such a good movie.
I've never seen the whole thing. I only seen parts of it.
I did Nathan Lane's scene in prison as my solo.
Betrayed?
Betrayed.
I love that
scene.
song.
I did that as my solo monologue for acting to get for auditions for fucking like 3 or 4 years because it's that good and it's like we did a lot of musical stuff.
Yeah, I fucking.
But you know how fucking political it is, even in high school. That we had. Oh, we lost Ricky. That we had like the assistant coach essentially of our acting class that did swap us up. What happened? Oh no, we'll do that.
What's
that her son got the lead in Lend Me a Tenor, which everybody sung for except him.
Of course.
He had music playing over the speakers above us because he couldn't sing to save his life, and he was the lead role in Lend Me a Tenor.
How does that fucking happen? Like
Politics.
Sorry,
I have a PhD in horribleness. So that's my fucking like anti-acting anger bullshit is that I should have gotten that fucking role and they gave it to a person who couldn't fucking sing.
God damn it.
Like,
I was lead role material and they made me the March Hare in Alice in Wonderland instead of the Mad Hatter.
are you still like acting now or no?
No.
Oh.
I haven't done anything since high school. I would love to get into some theater locally. Maybe when we move in North Carolina, I'll look for local places.
Because you have a great voice from what I've remembered and heard. Just saying.
Yes.
For those of you who can sing, use it, please. For those who can't fucking sing and loves theater, I'm stuck doing nothing but not theater.
Oh.
You can be the roles that like you're supposed to be terrible at singing.
I want a whole musical. It's just terrible singers.
So some people do Ursula really well, but Ursula, even in the movie, was like fucking terrible. And I think it's.
I mean, I have her body type. I'm just, just saying. Just saying. I got the purple.
Ursula can get it though. Okay,
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying.
So, oh fuck, that's another thing is that like all these villains, even in like musicals, I talked about this recently that they're black coded. Ursula's black coded.
Black coded?
Yeah. And oh my god, yeah, that the good guy, that fucking Poseidon, King Triton, whatever his goddamn name is white haired and white skinned and light.
I see what you're saying.
And his sister, she's supposed to be his sister, but she has pallid gray skin, and like an Aretha Franklin body type and voice type. That she's fucking black coded. Scar's black coded. That darker. That's the thing about that fucking movie is that darker lions have more testosterone. That's how they get that darker mane color, and they typically would be the lead in a pride. They would be more masculine than the lighter toned. So honestly, they should have had it that Mufasa was darker and Scar was a light skinned bitch. Sorry,
shit, I love it.
I just saw that, like, somebody pointed that out on TikTok recently, and I was watching fucking. What was it? We Bears. They black coded a fucking deer. That like the good deer was light skinned and the black deer was like darker and had a face scar. So it's like ugly people, deformed people, darker people in musical theater and in like cartoons and shit are the evil ones. Fuck you, Hollywood. Sorry, that was my soapbox moment for the show.
Yeah. Blew my mind there.
So that somebody pointed that out to me and I never so I was like, I'll be the first to admit that like when I don't know something, I really am. People give me shit otherwise, but it's true that I didn't ever make that connection. And like code switching or coding, that's something I didn't hear about until this year, and now I fucking see it everywhere, like watching Disney Plus for my boys. I fucking I don't know, sorry. That was my soapbox moment. That was Mason being angry at cartoons for teaching kids that deformities, ugliness, and blackness are evil.
Yeah. Thanks, Disney. I love it.
Thanks, Disney.
Yeah.
Every Disney princess has that too. There's a bad moral in every Disney princess movie. That's like all of them, even like to an extent, even Merida's is like your life is based around a man. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially
true.
Yeah. You're trying to figure out how to go back on your computer?
I tried, it didn't work.
Oh no,
It's a lot of technical difficulties today, guys.
It's all your fault, Beth.
We've never had this
favorite
problem.
musicals?
It's probably the Satanism like that is in our stream right now.
God is trying
There's
to
only
ruin
one.
our
There's
podcast
one
right
Satan.
now.
Our stream is
One.
cursed.
One.
It's the
From the beginning.
brownness.
It's the brownness. There you
The
go.
brownness
The
and
brownness.
the darkness.
It's racist.
Brownness. That's racist.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right. No, favorite musicals though, for real. You said you were in Greece. Who'd you play? You were Kaniki, weren't you?
I was Kaniki, yes.
I fucking knew it.
I was Kaniki, and I was also Vince Fontaine, who was the radio announcer.
Yeah.
So I did both of those roles. And yeah,
How
I
did I
did the
fucking
whole
know you were
I did the
Kaniki?
Grease Lightning song and dance. I could fucking do
I
it for
wish
you right
there
now.
was. Do it. Fucking do it right now.
No, our
So
band
Grease
is
fucking
lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah.
lightning. Ooh.
I was also in Fall of the House of Usher by
Nice.
MC Usher.
Somebody-
Sure.
I was like the
Somebody
barkeep for
on
that
TikTok,
one.
I need to find him again. I haven't seen him in my fucking PFP. Did a thing where he's the drama coach for a school or whatever, and so he'll be like walking through the halls, like, "What's up, Rachel?" Blah blah blah, and then like stop at a door and look in, and it'll be like a musical from a scene that's like in a high school. So he did one with Grease Lightning. He's like, "Where the fuck were y'all at up this shit?" And he goes into the room.
Really?
Oh my
I need to find him again because that shit was fucking hilarious.
I love that shit.
Like if I find him on my thing, I'm just gonna like set a reminder for me to like check this motherfucker's content. That is the thing. A lot of musicals take place in high school. Why is that?
Yeah.
Or like they're young. Yeah.
What's unique about me is I was on the drama team and the wrestling team.
Oh.
So like I could interact with the jocks just as well as I could with the nerds.
Nice.
Now that's a superpower right there.
It was interesting. I got made fun of a lot on both ends.
I had it wasn't a terrible home life compared to some people, but I really didn't like being home, so I took as many extracurriculars as possible. So I did track and field. I was a long distance runner for track and field. I was on the drama team. I was on academic decathlon, and I was in a couple different clubs that were like just extracurricular things, so that I didn't have to go home. I also worked full time, like starting at like 15 years old.
Oh shit!
So I'd be like, I can't go to church on Sunday. I gotta go to work.
Chick-fil-A.
Sorry. What'd you do?
What?
But I didn't hear what he said he worked as.
So I worked at Chick-fil-A. That was my first job at 15 years old.
Damn.
I worked at Arctic Circle in Meridian. And I can tell you the secret menu items that are delicious. You should get the red and the blue. Trust me, just say those words. Like one of the 21 people that are in our fucking live right now happens to be in Idaho.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I was only in like 1 or 2 plays a year. Did anybody know the night of January 16th?
No.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It's like a murder mystery thing, but it all takes place in a courtroom. And I played kind of a bumbling private eye. That was really fun to do, actually, because I did certain things that was like performative that like people thought were on accident, but I did them entirely on purpose to be like part of the bumbling idiot type thing, where I would like leave my journal with my notes in it on the thing, and I would like trip off the stage. It was like a whole thing that I was a bumbling idiot, really. And so people were like, you felt that was stupid. You're an idiot. I'm like, no, I did that on purpose, motherfucker. How dare you?
Sure you did.
It's not really musical theater, though. That was my one. Everybody's drinking.
Oh shit! What did you
I don't know if I
say?
should have any more drink.
Alcohol.
I think she's just hitting the button. I've done that before. So check out my new flask. Isn't that pretty?
Wine in the fridge.
I love to watch you walk away, Beth.
Hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
So I didn't get, even though I auditioned that way, I didn't get to do anything musical in acting classes in high school anyway. They said the one thing was like lend me a tenor, and I got fucked out of that role.
Usually you have to fuck to get the role, right?
Right? Well,
Saying.
we're teenagers, so I'm not getting into that. Yeah. You did what? You played Jesus?
See, that's how I got the role of Jesus at my
Oh
church.
shit!
Oh no!
Oh,
I thought it was like some kind of like nativity thing or something.
No, I just fucking around, giggity.
We did Passion of the Christ.
Passion of the Christ is torture porn. That's what that is.
It fucking is. It really fucking is.
Excessive Mel Brooks, or not Mel Brooks.
What was it that Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson made some kind of comment about Jews while he was filming that.
39 times, right? Because 40 times is where you die. So Jesus whipped 39 times.
39 times.
And they whipped him way more than 39 times. So
hot.
Yep.
Torture porn.
What?
39 was not enough.
No.
They needed more. So
they did 69.
Okay, but favorite musicals though. We want to go around. Ricky, what's your favorite musical?
I'm biased. I got to go Grease Lightning.
Grease is pretty fucking good. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah,
but it's very 50s though, because like there's the comment about like Kaneki kind of being rapey, just a little bit.
A little bit rapey.
A little rapey. Not in Grease Lightning, but in Summer Lovin', he makes a comment. Did she put up a fight?
Because she said she wanted him to have protection, and he didn't. And he convinced her to do it anyway, right?
Well, he makes the comment like, did she put up a fight?
Original Broadway.
Put up a fight.
No, she didn't put up a goddamn fight. And if she had, I would have stopped. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that was not in the original. Just
was it really not? I don't have to go watch it.
I know that.
Never in our. That was not a part of our dialogue.
I know there's a Grease 2, and all I remember about it is a motorcycle. Isn't there a motorcycle in Grease 2?
Motorcycles. It's fucking terrible.
It's
terrible.
I think I
didn't know it was a
I think I wiped that from my mind. Grease 2.
I didn't know it was the second one.
Mel, you got a favorite musical?
A little bit.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
of course.
So,
fuck's
I love Wicked. I've seen it
Oh.
19 times.
19. You have a tally.
I do, and I'm the least. I have a friend who's seen it like 50 plus times, but she has better access to it anyway. But I cosplay, like I said earlier, I cosplay stuff. Like I go when I obsess over something, I go hardcore. I want an entire sleeve tattooed on me from just like Wicked. Like, fucking love that show. But like, I think I can relate to Elphaba and her story and being misunderstood. So I think that's why I was so obsessed, or am so obsessed with the show. But Hamilton is a close second. Shut up, Beth. Book of Mormon is amazing because they all cry and leave at Hasadika Ibowe.
I need to watch that. I do.
It's so good.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I haven't
the last time we went, actually, it was before I met my husband. I was
You're
down.
married?
Anyway,
Why you keep flirting with me if you're married? You playing with my feelings? You toying with my emotions?
little bit.
Head talk. How's your husband feel about that?
He doesn't know. I'm just kidding. No, he knows. He knows. He's very supportive. He's very supportive of what I do. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
Rachel's very supportive of me too.
I'm not going anywhere, so he's like, "Fucking go ahead."
She's trying to get me started.
Max is down to Eiffel Tower me with you too. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay. All right.
We gotta have Crimson Barrel on the podcast.
Yes.
I was gonna say I
yeah.
have a leather-bound copy of Wicked.
Pitch. So do I.
Really pretty.
Like, are you
Really
kidding?
I'm just saying.
Girl,
It's
I
got
am
like green lettering and it's
obsessed.
really pretty.
I am obsessed with this bitch. But yeah, so Wicked, Hamilton, Book of Mormon, fucking Wedding Singer was a great musical.
Oh, the Wedding Singer. I forgot about that.
You know what's an underrated musical? And don't you fucking laugh, Rick. Shrek the musical is fucking amazing. Y'all
Really?
listen to it. It is so good.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Thank you. It's on Netflix.
okay.
You can watch it for free. Yes.
Oh, I did watch
My
it.
problem
on
with
Netflix.
I love it.
okay.
I love it.
My problem with Shrek.
Thank you.
It's like bacon. Okay, like the internet went nuts over bacon. I'm like, it's great. Like bacon's great.
I don't
but
like
wish
bacon.
The internet would chill out a little bit. Like
Yeah.
Shrek's great, but I wish the internet would chill out a little bit.
But that's the joke. I don't think you get the joke. Like, because Shrek, that's the fucking joke.
So here's the thing. I honestly don't like any of them after the first Shrek. I've seen them; they're all right, but Shrek is the best. Shrek's the first
There's
one.
another one coming out.
Is there
love
really?
New one?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I didn't even know they made Shrek 4. That was
something.
apparently one.
There's a fourth one?
Yeah, there's a fourth one, and then there's like Puss in Boots has his own movie too.
Yeah, I knew that.
I like Puss in
What?
Boots.
I've only seen the first
Puss in Boots
two.
was a book I
That's
grew
it.
up on. All right.
Mm.
Mom used to read that shit to me before bed. So
Aw.
Puss in Boots is where that has a special place in my heart. So
Along with Jane.
My parents never read to me before bed. So thanks for bragging about that.
Oh.
That's not true.
Oh.
Actually, I have a video. When my dad left for the first Desert Storm, he recorded a video for us, or when he went to Grenada or some shit. I don't remember. That like my mom would put on apparently when we were like real little, but I don't remember my parents ever reading me to sleep.
I don't either.
Oh, that's
Honestly.
bad.
So it was
But-
like after we were toddlers, that shit stopped, I guess.
Mm. But yeah, Shrek is currently on Netflix. Shrek the musical. It's Sutton Foster. I don't know if you guys know what the Broadway actors, but Sutton Foster, Richard, I forget his name, but he's amazing. The man who plays Donkey is fucking perfect.
If it's
Eddie
not
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, I don't want to fucking watch it.
No, give it a chance. Give it a chance. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm travel size for your convenience.
And
If
fucking
I was any larger, your
Lord,
donkey would die of fright.
Lord Farquaad, he's on his knees the entire show. Like, I'm not
They
kidding.
couldn't just, you know what? They couldn't just hire like a little person to do that. That's fucked up.
Well, that's the joke.
Is that like
Avenue
cultural
Q is
appropriation?
fucking
Avenue
amazing,
Q,
Rich.
Avenue Q.
Avenue
fucking
Q is
Q.
my shit. You
Yeah.
can watch the full thing on YouTube.
Okay,
It's kind of
so-
from upload thing, but
So
Huh?
if you ever want to watch a bootleg Broadway show, just type in YouTube slime tutorial, and type in whatever show. Like I watch Hadestown. Oh, Hadestown is another fucking amazing show. Like we caught my husband and I cosplay from it. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, Hadestown is not like Wicked's on there, multiple versions of multiple shows. So yeah, if you ever want to watch a Broadway show for free and illegally,
Slime tutorial.
slime
so
tutorial.
are we landing that Wicked is your favorite though because you've seen that 19 times?
Yes, sorry, I got on a
Wicked is
tangent.
pretty fucking great. You got one back?
How have we not
Sorry.
brought up Little Shop of Horrors yet?
Little Shop. Oh my god.
Little Shop of Horrors is
Rick
amazing.
Moranis, I fucking love him.
Some men
Oh,
just
good.
can't hold their arsenic.
Chicago. Fucking, I was dying to do
You'll
so.
be
much
a
thing.
dentist. You love causing
You have a
people
talent
pain.
for causing things pain.
Oh god.
Fucking Steve Martin
love
is
this.
amazing in everything. Find me a
Yes.
Steve Martin movie that doesn't fucking bang.
I can't.
Name one.
I
You can't.
I fucking can't.
Yeah.
That's it. No, we can't.
Steve Martin's amazing.
Yeah.
I love Steve Martin. Yeah, that is a point. How have we not mentioned that yet? You got a favorite, Beth? What's your favorite Broadway musical? Or just a musical?
I haven't seen that many musicals.
Lame. That's fucking blasphemy right
You
there.
don't have
No,
like
I
just
did
one
see
though.
The Lion King. I saw The Lion King live, and that was fucking awesome.
I heard that was.
I also really
Never got to
liked
see it.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, so my theater experience, I was I don't know if you guys know what shadow casting is, but you know how these cast do Rocky Horror midnight showing, you know, they dress up and perform right in front of the screen. I used to do that. I used to do that with Rocky
Nice.
Horror. I used to do that with Repo, the genetic opera. Like that's
So that's not really a musical, but that's on my list. Repo's fucking amazing.
I have
And
I have a yeah.
I hate that the screenwriter is a transphobic piece of shit.
I just learned that and I'm fucking upset about that.
What people have done is they are insisting that the grave robber is trans and pansexual, specifically to fuck with that guy.
Yes,
Nice.
Terrence, fucking Terrence. But I used to perform as Blind Meg. I actually have her eyes tattooed on my hip because it was
I think you showed us that.
yeah. I think it was you actually requested it, and I'm like,
I did.
hey,
I was like, ooh, what's the tattoo?
yeah,
I just like ink.
yeah. It's super faded because she's like old now, but yeah, I love Repo. It was such a great. I met my best friend that way. It's been over 10 years now, so. But yeah,
It is technically an opera, not a musical, but we'll allow it.
it's a rock opera. I know. I know.
In the Heights.
In the Heights. Yes.
I actually don't know what that one
fucking
is.
love
That's the only one we've mentioned today that I don't
It's
know.
Lin-Manuel
It's
Miranda,
Lin-Manuel
the guy who
Miranda.
did Hamilton. It was his previous musical right before Hamilton.
Oh, it's a great musical.
It's
Didn't
coming out in the
Lin-
movie.
Didn't he do the part of the score for Moana too?
Moana. Yeah. Yep.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So somebody made a comment that Ricky was aging himself with storybooks and nursery rhymes. Oh, Britt said that. You want to talk about aging yourself? Y'all want to know what my favorite musical is? I will be very surprised if anybody knows what this is. Victor Victoria.
I do. Oh shit.
You know what,
That's
Victor?
the one with Julie
I don't.
Andrews.
That is
right?
Julie Andrews.
Wow.
And in Victor Victoria, she makes James Garner think that he's gay. So we talk about drag, right? So there was this thing in the early 1900s, late 1800s in France that was essentially kind of burlesque, that men got popular singing in drag as women.
Okay.
And so Julie Andrews' character is a like a taught. There's a word I'm trying to think of. A really fucking good singer, took lessons and everything, and she's trying to make a name for herself in Paris in this time frame. But because she's a woman, and the big thing now is male sopranos, she can't get a role anywhere. So then she meets this, the guy who owns a club essentially, or like is the manager of a club, who convinces her to live and dress as a man, pretending to be a woman, to do these kinds of shows.
Yeah.
And
And then she takes the wig off
like at the end of every show, people just freak out. What the fuck?
And James Garner's character is like a mob boss guy from Chicago who like comes to Paris on business or whatever, and sees her perform and like doesn't believe that she's a man. I mean, granted, he's right, but there's a line in the show that's like, I don't even care if you are a man, and he makes out with her, and it's like, goodbye panic. I love it. It's a fucking great musical. And yeah, Julie Andrews, fucking,
I love her.
Everything she touches is gold too.
Yes. Yeah. Have y'all watched Cabaret?
Oh yeah.
Alan Cumming as the MC. I would do things to that man. Oh my god.
This is the not safe for work episode of Nerds and Heresy with Mel.
Oh, now you say that?
SFW.
Now you fucking say that?
Well,
2 hours into
I didn't
it?
say it at the beginning of the show because I thought maybe we'd have some professional. I'm kidding.
Bitch, where?
I couldn't even finish that thought.
You invited us. You knew what you were getting.
You knew I was a snake when you let me in.
I'm a snake.
Is that the Lilith seal tattoo? I didn't see that before. That's pretty badass, Beth.
Oh.
The tattoo. You have the Lilith seal.
I
Love that.
Mushroom. Are we showing off our flexes now?
Showing off tattoos.
Oh, tattoos. Okay, I got those too.
Tattoos.
Ooh, what's that one?
Wait.
Ooh, that one's fancy. I love that. I can't even really kind of see what that is.
It's a tarot card.
I really want to get one on my neck.
Ooh.
The Magician.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
I like that.
That looks like Aztec architecture.
The atheist
Holy
tattoo
shit.
right here. I know it's upside down, but it's the atheist tattoo.
That was 6.5 hours.
I did like 4 or 5 getting the color on my back on Danu, but I need to go back and finish that one. I can't tell what that is. Is that a spider?
Sorry.
It's
Yeah, it's the Nazca lines from Peru.
The what?
Nazca.
Nazca lines.
I have no idea what that is.
You know how the aliens did it?
It was carved into the mountain? No?
No,
Or
it's in the
desert, yeah.
And the only way you can see it is if you're in a helicopter or something. So they still don't know how the fuck they were able to do it so symmetrical without having eyes in the sky. So they say it's aliens.
I also
they attribute so much shit in I mean, not just Egypt, but other cultures to aliens because it's like, well, they weren't European, so how did they have that technology?
They were brown. Brown people can't do shit.
True. This is true.
Brown people are the worst.
They are.
Do I have a background kitty?
Can't do anything.
That's my puppy. That's not a kitty. That's Shea, unless Leo's hiding.
They work harder for less money, but aside from that, they're useless.
I also have Ash from Army of Darkness tattooed on my calf.
That's pretty badass.
I want to fuck Bruce Campbell so fucking hard.
Have you ever watched Burn Notice?
Of course! I fucking...
Yeah.
So I used to live in Miami, and I used to try to find...
What?
I used to try to find the sets when they were, down there, and I'm kind of... I never found him. But I did meet him once when he came where I live now. And I wore
Bruce Campbell?
I did. And I want him to sign my tits. I want him to sign my tits. So bad.
If he signs them, will you tattoo it?
Yes.
Bruce Campbell's
100%.
legend.
His son is just as hot, let me tell you. But what was I going with this?
It's not the same, okay? I
know. I like the older gentleman anyway, so.
See, I want to fuck Betty White because she's the last extant Golden Girl.
Fuck yeah. I'm here for this.
I rail the shit out of Betty White.
Yes.
Are you kidding? Just for the story, but you also know she's good.
Yeah. So when I met Bruce Campbell, I wore a dress that had "fuck yous" all over the dress, and he's like, "I love your dress," and I'm like, "You looked at me, thank you."
Oh.
Like, you love this dress? It would look even better on your bedroom floor.
Yes.
I bet you could tear it off of me really easily.
With your boomstick, baby.
This is my boomstick. I love that Evil Dead 1 was kind of sort of serious, and then they did the sequel was so goddamn ridiculous.
Right.
Fucking great.
They knew. They were like,
Fuck, did you know that there was a planned sequel to Rocky Horror?
Was there really?
Really?
Yeah.
I heard about
that. I've read the synopsis for it.
I
And
thought
it
it was
sounds
shock
terrible.
treatment. Was
Huh?
it not shock treatment or no?
I don't
What I
think that sounds right. You'll fuck Betty White, but you're scared to break. I'll break this. I'll break you off. Brittany, are you kidding me? Send me an address.
Oh.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Send him the Addy.
Let's fucking go. You can't even. Don't think you can handle this, by the way.
Brittany, the shit I would do to you. God damn.
I'd snap you in half. Are you kidding me?
Can I watch?
Did you see what I did to that pineapple?
You would need to take a day off.
Hydrate.
Do you watch White Chicks? Do you remember the thing with the fucking goddamn wheelchair?
With the wheelchair.
You ain't gonna be. You gonna be walking funny for a week.
I fucking love it.
People call me a pussy. That's because I am what I eat. Let's go.
I'm just saying. Okay. I'm here for that.
I'll put shit up on the screen if you don't.
We
want
would go through the entire Kama Sutra and then create the expanded edition. All right.
Expansion deck.
The shit I would do to you would get taken off of Pornhub for being too graphic.
Boom. Bet.
But can I watch?
You just want to watch? It's not fun.
I mean, you know, I'll tap
voyeurism
in.
and exhibitionism being what it is, I guess. I'm just saying.
I mean, I took the BDSM test and the exhibitionist was number 1, so just saying.
Not to brag or anything.
What?
I love it.
I said nothing. Is Atheist Chico in the chat?
Chico's been here.
Chico.
I didn't see him.
What up, Chico?
Chico.
Rumor has it that Betty White takes young men to bed often, drains their life source to keep living. That's why she's 334. Well, fuck. I was born in 1685 BC. She can have mine. Let's go.
She can. I volunteer as tribute. All right.
I would gladly give up half my lifespan to restore Betty White to youth. Are you kidding me?
Yes. You are doing the Lord's work. You know.
Funny story.
She's a legend.
I can't remember the name of the show off the top of my head, but before Golden Girls, Betty White was in a different show where she played the whore, essentially. So when she was auditioning for Golden Girls, she auditioned to be Blanche. But they loved Rue McCallaghan. Is that her last name? They loved Rue so much that they made her Blanche, but they loved Betty White so much that they wrote another role for her to be in, because Rose almost wasn't in the show.
Is she in the chat right now?
Who?
Brittany?
Brittany, yeah, she's here.
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty White, DM me.
DM me.
We have 23 people.
will
Betty
make
White
all
is
these
one of
things
them.
come.
You drop me a DM, baby. I want somebody, like everybody that's on here now, there's only 23 of you, but if you post 12 times a day, every day, she will eventually see this podcast.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Just tag her in all of it. I don't know. Brittany says we can call her Betty White if we want. Will you wear the wig?
Oh my God.
If you wear the wig, I'm into it. Let's
I'll
go.
just call her Bitty White.
Bitty White. Oh my God.
Well, we're getting into Bitty Buddha territory now, and I only flirt with people if they're down with it. Like I'm not gonna like
Pretty White.
Pretty White.
Pretty White.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so I'm guessing out of all.
Okay.
I have a question. So out of all the atheists slash Satanists, who would you fuck?
You? What's up?
What's up?
Like
How you
the
doing?
first in line?
Yeah. What is your
shit.
first person?
I don't know if Kevin is bisexual at all.
Kevin
If
who?
he's not, then that's not my answer. Blixens.
Who's that?
Lucifer Gang?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I do terrible things to him.
Yes.
I have to go with Brittany.
Fuck yeah.
She's fucking.
Oh, she keeps doing those videos where she like
Oh,
pantomimes taking her pants off because she can't actually, or it'll get taken down. And I'm like, yeah, what's up, baby? How you doing? Let's go.
I don't know. It's a toss up between Brittany and Bitty Buddha and Brittany. Like,
Is that why
City
you
Boot's
used
pretty
to
hot.
mix up all the
Yeah.
time?
yeah, it's because that's why I get them mixed up, because I fucking want to have.
You just want
them
both of them.
equally. And yeah, both of them they fucking do it for me.
Mm.
Goddamn.
I love it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're not live right now, right? Like this is
No, we're live.
We can edit this out
We can
later.
edit it.
We can cut this
We
out.
can just change the subject. We're good. You're good.
No, y'all have to answer too. What's up? You made us answer. Britt and I's a thirst trap. Slide from the supported couch using only her toes.
Hey.
I did not see that. Did she post that today? I'll go watch that. I don't understand from your context how that's sexy, but I'll fucking go watch it.
My cheeks are ridiculous. That's funny.
Britt, you're definitely like top 2. Okay. Like I would have to flip a coin between you and Kevin, unless Kevin is not bisexual or gay, in which case it's you. Sorry.
Dad pulled one in the middle of this. Yes, I
Be the Oreo filling.
Shit out of me, son.
I don't know what to do.
I will be a grilled cheese. I will figure it the fuck out. Right? I will figure
Not
it out.
Oreo, you're a grilled cheese. Okay.
Grilled cheese.
I'm a fast learner. Okay, when I focus on,
I'm like Doug's friend Skeeter whenever I meet her because I can give her cream filling or leave her covered in glaze.
Oh my god!
Well, oh no, because I skeet her so hard, people call her Patty Mayonnaise. That's the line.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
I fucking love that.
Oh, it's because I'll be making donuts when I be busting bonuts. I can give her a cream filling or leave her covered in glaze. That's the line.
Oh my god!
Woo!
I love it.
We're close enough. I'm 100% serious, Britt. What's up? DM me. Everybody drink.
A little bit.
Oh, I love it. I love the smoky, but it gives me the whiskey face every time. I can't help it, but it's good shit though. Oh, Johnny Black. I need to try blue. Everybody keeps telling me. It's a 12 weird. I thought for the longest time I had that Irish Celtic pride that I'm like, I wouldn't like Scotch. I fucking love Scotch.
You never told me how you felt about the Black Seal.
Oh, it's delicious. It's in the freezer. I just happened to have the Kraken at my table, and I was too lazy to get up.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like an alcoholic because I have so many fucking liquors on my desk right next to my desk right now. Followed Britt and I for the thirst trap. That's a mood. That's a valid.
Yeah.
Britt and I does some pretty good thirst traps.
She does.
She does.
Fucking TikTok.
All right.
Shit down. I'm hoping they're not gonna like ban me. Sorry. The Kraken is strong.
I think we're at
I have it just so I can say unleash the Kraken.
Feel my Kraken, you know.
Unleash the Kraken.
We're powering down. Sorry, Rick. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, never mind. If we're still going strong, don't. I was about to like try and wrap it up, but if we're still going strong,
Always wrap it up. Always.
Wrap it before you tap it.
There you go.
Listen, I am fixed.
Unless it's Betty White.
I am snipped. I don't have to wrap shit.
You can say that, and it's like, yeah, you can't get people pregnant, but there might be danger. So wrap your Ranger.
Listen, I can blow my load wherever the fuck I want, and I have nothing to worry about.
Promise.
I got the snip too. This video is going to get taken down for this shit.
Rachel doesn't have to do birth control. Nothing like.
It's great for people who have breeding kinks because it's like, baby mustard, but no actual baby mustard.
However, yeah. The baby gravy.
Why do I feel like I drank more than I drank?
It's protein. It's fine.
Yeah, there's
it's very good for your hair.
It is. Shit in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Weren't we supposed to be talking about musical theater? How'd we get on?
We got on horny TikTok, and we need to go to horny jail. That's what needs to happen.
Britt says she can't have babies either, so
hey,
fucking tag team.
She can be your cum dumpster. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Cum dumpster. What?
Cum dumpster. Oh.
If people are into being degraded, I guess I could, but that's so mean. I'm a
Don't kink shame me. Don't kink shame me.
Kink shaming is my kink.
Kink shaming is my kink. Where's your equality now?
Right. Oh my god.
Where's your God now?
I'm fucking your God. That's what's happening.
Watching. He's always watching.
Yeah.
Where
He's the
Jerry-
ultimate voyeur.
So
He
is he like
sees
Jerry
you
from
when you're
Nigeria?
sleeping.
I was an atheist until I saw Jesus standing in the corner. I'm like,
Oh,
he's
that's a
probably
fun
touching
time. Can we
himself.
talk briefly about these motherfuckers who claim that they were atheists and then converted? It's like,
Fucking
first of all,
lies.
that's true. You're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
But secondly, you're a fucking liar. Like, just because you didn't care about God before doesn't mean you were an atheist. You were a kid. That's what you were, you
Right.
motherfucker.
That is
Yep.
It's like
exactly
if you
my point.
were an actual atheist and you converted to Christianity, you were the most gullible motherfucker on the planet. All edge, no point. Fuck you. I hate that guy. I hate him. He did that video against you where he's just fucking chewing away on a chicken strip, and I just want to punch him in his smug
so-
face.
What guy?
Pointless
What guy?
morals.
Which one?
I call him all edge, no point.
I responded to that video in the comments, and I was like, "Oh, you're using ad hominems to attempt to elicit an emotional response, so that I will respond and thus boost your account." Like, here's my rebuttal. Fucking blocked. I blocked his ass.
He copied your comment.
Did he?
Ethan Lawless, who I also love, you should go follow him. Ethan
Oh, yeah, I'll
Lawless
follow him.
responded to him and was like, you're such a smug piece of shit. Like, who eats? You're disgusting. Because it was disgusting, and like the face that he made.
He has
Like,
a
eating.
punchable
It's like,
face.
I just wanted to just.
He's
Like,
just like
you are
Andy
too
Damon.
much of a narcissistic piece of shit to be an actual Christian, by the way.
I never
But in
saw
that in the
him.
comments, he said the exact same thing you just said, where it's like, oh, you're resorting to ad hominem to get a rise out of me, this, that, and the other. So that doesn't fucking surprise me at all. I will pull that shit up. He said the exact same fucking thing to Ethan Lawless that you just said. So I would not be surprised at all if he didn't fucking
Really?
copy paste your shit.
I need
100%. I'm
that.
gonna pull
Like,
it up.
I blocked him, and I blocked the other fucking guy who was like, who made fun of me for being sad for my scorpion.
That
dying.
motherfucker. I
Yeah,
saw
like,
that. And
I
like, who the
blocked
fuck?
both of those fuckers in one day. Now, prior to them, I have only blocked one other person.
Mm.
And that was like way back when I first started making TikToks. So, like, I was like, I've never really blocked anybody except for way back when, but I blocked both of these fuckers in the first day. So I had a bad day. I had a bad TikTok day.
Yeah.
That fucking day. And I was like,
Who was
fuck
the one
y'all.
that you blocked? Sorry, I didn't hear. I was looking up Ethan's account and I didn't hear somebody in a hat.
Matt in the Hat?
Catnap.
You're not blocking Matt in the hat. Matt in the hat's our friend.
No, Matt has. I want to join his
Who's
live
the
shows.
other person that you blocked? He is confused.
I don't know what his name is. He made fun of me for being sad about
About Pinch
dying.
What a
He's like this
cunt.
Spanish guy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
older with like a goatee,
Yeah.
bald-headed.
I know
You called
that
it an
guy.
insult.
I know you've
He
seen.
gave
the
you shit
video.
for
You
your
have to.
fucking scorpion dying? I know that guy because
Yeah.
I tagged him. He talked to me about like Dragon Ball though, not fucking. Unless I'm thinking of a completely different dude, but
That
I
doesn't
like.
sound like the same person.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
My
I
bad.
might have to
Then I'm
say-
talking about somebody different.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah, he
was
said,
like, here's this guy who claims to be this headstrong atheist, but he's sad about a bug dying. Like, and you're gonna take moral guidance from this guy. And
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, the fuck
Tell
is
me you've
this
never had a
guy?
pet before without telling me you've never had a pet before. What a dick.
Yep.
Like, I blocked him immediately, but I really wanted to just duet him without saying anything, just to show everybody. But I'm like, I'm not trying to boost your account. I'm not trying to give you that attention. You know,
Yep.
I hate people.
it's
I do.
it's a weird
Humans
it's a
are
weird
garbage.
position I'm in.
There's something happens to me on TikTok every day that makes me just consider deleting my whole fucking account. Where I'm like, I can't with these fucking people.
No,
Where it's like people will say just some ignorant shit that's like, you can literally disprove this in 10 seconds on Google. That you don't know what's in your own book. That's because you've never fucking read it.
Yep.
Correct.
Or like death threats. And I'm like, I'm not afraid of you, but you make me lose my faith in humanity. You're supposed to be a Christian. You turn the other cheek. Love your enemies, motherfucker. Maybe listen to the words of Jesus instead of just fucking, I don't know. I fucking hate people.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't even fucking like respond. I get a lot of those, and I don't respond to them at all. Like, I'll respond to like Thinking Christian or like Bram or Eddie or like the Pope himself. Like some of the more like intellectual like Christians who want to like offer some sort of thoughtful rebuttal. Like, I'll interact with them, but people who just come along is like, they do some ad hominem shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to fucking block you. I have no interest in, like, if this app is made for me to enjoy, you know, the interactions I have. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to continue doing it. If this upsets me, I'm just going to fucking block you because I don't give a shit. I don't have anything to prove to you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you've been through. Fuck you.
Yep.
You know?
There are a handful of like non-toxic Christians that I follow that I enjoy interacting with.
Yeah.
I mention them on almost every podcast. Thinking Christian is one of them.
Any of those yet?
I really like Thinking Christian. I've gotten into it. Like we've headbutted a couple times over some shit where I'm like, you don't understand that. He's like, you don't understand it.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is kind of fun, but like those are like friendly theological discussions as opposed to like shouting matches that people want to get into.
And he's going to be on our show in the near future. So
I can tell when people are disingenuous, like even in text. And we talked earlier about people, thoughts and prayers. The majority of people, and I mean like 99.9999999% of the people who are like, I'm going to pray for you. They're not. They aren't going to do it. They want you to see that they said it. They want to feel morally superior. And then they're going to forget about it immediately. It's the same with thoughts and prayers. First of all, it doesn't do shit, so fuck you. But secondly, like they don't keep you in their thoughts. They don't pray for you. Don't fucking say that you're doing it. To me, that correlates to Jesus talking about like, don't pray on the streets where people can see you. That's what hypocrites do. He fucking said that. And it's like, if you're going to pray for somebody, you don't have to tell them that you're going to do it. Just do it. But I know you're not going to, so go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Sorry. We can power down if you want to power down. It's pretty late on the East Coast.
Yeah, we start wrapping things up. We're going on 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like it though.
Yeah, we've had a good time, which usually happens on our show. Like
promises.
I keep saying, I feel like we could do this all night long.
We could. One could hope. One could hope.
You know what we need to go back to? We brought this up like a month ago, 2 months ago, and we haven't done it since, where we did the one Cards Against Humanity game with a bunch of atheist creators.
Yeah, that was like our first thing we did.
That we need to I would love to get a group of these people that we've had on the show together and do like Among Us. I think that would be fucking great.
Oh no, I love that game.
Oh my god,
I haven't played it since the update, so I want to do that.
My 8-year-old is fucking obsessed with Among Us, and I've never played it. I don't know fucking.
It's a lot of fun. It really is.
I hear that.
You know what else we could do? I'm sure there's a way to do it online. There's also Town of Salem, but like. Ultimate Werewolf. One Night Ultimate Werewolf. I don't know if y'all know what that is. I do. I've got a fucking case full of tabletop games that I haven't touched in like 3 years.
Wow.
But it's there's a bunch of townsfolk and some people have like special abilities, and then there are werewolves, and you have to find out who the werewolves are and vote to hang them to kill the werewolves. Otherwise the werewolves will eat the townsfolk and you lose. So the One Night Werewolf, you only have one night to do it, but it's like the regular version of werewolf, you can play for however many nights, and then you lose when like all the townsfolk die or all the werewolves die. It's a lot of fun.
Interesting.
Baff, are you fucking with a butterfly knife right now?
No, it's a cable.
It looks like a butterfly knife for some reason.
Rick, I need you to make me a warglaive from World of Warcraft, please. Demon Hunter.
A warglaive. Send me a picture.
Warglaive. Okay.
I was just about to comment that he's making my war axes because I'm sending him I don't. Well, fuck. There's TikTok videos about how to, or not TikTok, YouTube videos about how to do it. I've hacked it. So he can play other shit on it besides PS, because PS Vita is dead anyway. Fuck you, PlayStation. Don't sue me. So then he can play other games on it. And so he's sending me war axes. You sent me a picture of it earlier, and it looks fucking badass. I didn't mean to be like distracted, but I was trying to like figure out what we were doing tonight. I'm fucking excited.
Right now with a coat of primer paint on it, and I'm gonna make the second one. And put a coat of primer paint.
I want a knife from you. That sounds fucking cool.
I will send you money.
Same.
Yeah, send me a picture. If it's something I can do, I'll let you know. If I can't, I'll let you know that too.
Yeah.
You can have all of the proceeds from April's shop. We don't have to split it. We'll do that. How about that? I'm
I just
kidding.
made a
Well,
Wiener
merch link on our
Schnitzel
bio.
who was in the chat. Is she still?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wiener Schnitzel asked for or wanted
Bowling.
a bowline knife, and I made that for her and sent it to her. And she made a video today unboxing it, and I do love it. But she really liked it.
We got to make a little box for you and Rachel that we have to send but I have to fix this first with all the things that you sent me. So I'll do that,
Yeah.
and then we'll mail it
I
out.
gave you a pretty extensive list, so.
It's not that bad. I'll make it happen.
So
all the PlayStation games that you sent me shouldn't take up more than like 50 gigs, I think. And I have a 256 gigabyte card for you, so I think.
all right, so Bath and Mel, we're coming up close to 2.5 hours. Where are you guys at? Where can we find y'all? Where do y'all hang out the most?
Oh, okay. We hang out on TikTok because I personally don't have a life. But you can find me at Lilith_was_right666, or because I'm currently banned from posting, please follow my second account, Lilith_is_right666. That's my second account. But we also have a joint account for the Burning and Eating podcast, and it's the.Burning and Eating podcast. Yeah. But yeah, we drop episodes every Monday. We'll drop one obviously tomorrow, so that's exciting. But yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
When are you going to have me on?
I'm
kidding. We can talk about that.
Y'all had me on when I was on y'all's podcast a while back. That was my second podcast I was ever on. I was on. I was on the Atheist Roundtable, and I was on with you guys. So you guys snatched me up early. So yeah, that was a good sub. That was in my period of what the fuck is going on.
Yes.
So what you're saying is when I go, it can be just me.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, because we want you, and then we'll interview the both of you together.
Yay!
So
you said awkward. I wasn't trying to be awkward. I was just poking fun.
So we're gonna do a four-way. Eventually, a four-way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Oh! Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, but a good time.
There's 3 guys. It'll be a trifle tower.
Challenge accepted. I'm up for any challenge. Y'all don't even know, man. You don't.
So
know.
One on the bottom, then you on the top, and then one on either end, right?
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I'll have to draw it out. I have to draw it out.
That's how I've done. That's how I've done 3 dudes and 1 girl. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We're pegging Jesus.
And Mel's vision.
Oh, there's a schematic already.
Yeah.
Who's on the bottom there?
That's Jesus. He's sucking that dick. I'm pegging him in the ass. We're high-fiving because that's the Trinity. And yeah,
I thought they were wearing glasses, so I assumed it was me. Now I'm sad.
It's the crown of thorns. You're good.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I can cross them out and put you in. I'm just saying, or just add glasses to Jesus. It's fine. Yeah.
I mean,
you're a last-minute substitute.
I'll wear the Jesus costume if that helps. We can put that on OnlyFans.
I mean, gets me off, right?
All right.
I got that Glug 9000, Baff. You don't even know.
Girl, listen. I am so proud of my skills. Okay. Oh? Yeah, my husband didn't marry me for my looks. I'm just saying.
So we play D&D on Saturdays, or Wednesdays, and Crimson, he's the DM, and he went to use the bathroom, and then we were all like,
oh, for fuck's sake.
We just made camp. We're like, let's play Spin the Bottle, and we all played fucking Spin the Bottle while he was gone.
Apparently, Xanaray threatened to kill Raziel.
Yeah, she rolled a 19 on, I can't remember who it was now, and I was like, holy fuck, she gave her the tongue twister 9000. They were just supposed to do a little smooch, but she rolled a 19. And then Crimson came back, and he was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't leave y'all alone for a second. So
oh, for fuck's sake. My favorite part about our session so far is that Alicia keeps killing people by insulting them.
Oh, Yeah.
There's a spell called Vicious Mockery, and it does
Vicious
1d4
Mockery, yep,
psychic
there it is.
damage. But I keep fumbling my rolls because you're
Oh,
supposed
no.
to roll wisdom saving throw for the enemies to see if they take the damage or not. And if I roll a 1 for whatever reason, it's a critical fumble. And so I checked the fumble table. This last time, she rolled on like essentially a wingless dragon, like a small one. And he was standing on the edge of a cliff. And she rolled on the fumble table that the enemy gets knocked back 1d20 feet. He got knocked back like 11 feet, fell off the cliff, crumpled into a heap on the ground. He only had like 6 health left.
Oh,
and
no.
She rolled her damage, and then I rolled a 6 on the fucking d6. So he died from being insulted too hard.
It's a flesh wound. It's fine.
Good
It's-
time.
And she's got a tally going now. That's the 7th monster she's killed by insulting it.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
All right.
That's my favorite part of our session so far.
Yeah, we're at 2.5 hours, so
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap things up here. Baph, Mel, where can we find y'all at? I know
Once again,
we did this already, and then
Damn, roasted.
it's okay. So my TikTok is Baphometal666. It used to be just Baphometal, but I got banned.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Christians. Gotta love them.
They're so nice.
Motherfuckers.
So nice. I'm
Turning the other
found.
cheek and shit.
spreading
I want
the
to clap.
gospel.
Yeah,
I
dude.
want to clap them cheeks, but that's just me. Anyway,
I only been suspended ever one time, and I got banned completely. But then this bitch has been banned multiple times and still has her fucking account.
yeah.
So this is bullshit.
So my main account is Lilith_was_right666. My second one is Lilith_is_right666. And the joint one is
Right.
the Burning Eden podcast.
Yeah, you'll have a
Yeah,
podcast. Is that what you just said? What's that about?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
don't know
that
what a
drunk? We're
podcast-
doing everything twice? I love it. I do actually want to know the answer to this question
shit.
because it's like, what do you want to like? If I do come on, what are we talking about?
You, baby.
Oh,
Just you.
okay, fucking, I'm down for that. So.
I'm just saying. We can talk about trauma, shared trauma that we do.
Oh, trauma. I think it's a drama.
Oh no, I mean that
We do
too.
both. Cool.
I mean, it'll be your episode. You can talk about whatever you want.
We'll discuss that offhand.
Rim jobs, hand jobs, blow jobs, skills, twisting. You know.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Western style, like this. You see it? The thumb is free
Okay.
to explore.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Fuck's sake.
See it?
So it's the Burning Eden podcast on Mondays. YouTube?
Yes, we do have a YouTube. But
Yeah, we do YouTube.
It's
as
only
well,
audio.
but mostly.
for now.
Yeah, it's only audio, but we also upload it to YouTube because there were some people who wanted to watch it on YouTube, but there's no image. It's just the picture.
Not yet. We're working towards it. So
Yes.
One step at a time.
And just go to anchor.fm/burning666 or just go to Spotify or just really anywhere you find podcasts except
'Cause
Apple
Apple
Podcasts
fucking
because they don't
sucks.
like us.
Yeah, they gatekeep shit.
yeah.
It's extra.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
And they're all explicit, so you would like it.
we are a little
All
bit.
right.
A little bit.
So thanks.
Thank you for having
Yes.
us. Really, we appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys for
Yes.
coming on. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone who tuned in and dealing with all the technical difficulties we had. With,
It's just
like,
bad. It's fine.
My fucking kittens unplugging shit in the back of my monitor.
Thank you, Kristen.
So yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Check out Baph and Mel and their podcast if that seems to tickle your fancy. And we'll catch y'all next week.
Tickles my fancy.
It's pretty late for Ricky, but I might be on his Discord for a while talking. So if y'all want to continue talking after the fact, we'll go on there. But otherwise, we love y'all. We'll see you next week
love
with,
you.
oh fuck, I had it in my head and then it disappeared.
Is
Who's
Nat?
on next week is the second. Is it Atheist Jesus?
Yeah, it's J Mike. It was
Jake.
yes. Yeah,
Is that who
Atheist
Atheist
Jesus or
Jesus is?
J Mike? He's gonna be on next, and we're gonna be talking about science or evolution or
Nice.
something.
Oh, yeah, he's really
He's so
smart.
fucking
Yeah, he's
smart.
Oh,
Oh my
he's
god.
so much smarter than fucking I am. Like, goddamn.
He ain't got time for
No,
us, though.
no.
That motherfucker.
We have Atheist Jesus on the 2nd, and be sure to tune in Thursday if we do another Q&A. And we love you all. We'll see you later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care.